Back for more best ball talk, being best ball week over on DraftKings here on the Rump Your Sports YouTube channel. And I got a best ball grinder, a high stakes player, my guy Neil. Neil, good to have you on the show, man. I know we're streaming on your channel as well. And hopefully those guys watching enjoy this show. We're going to be ripping a few $20 drafts, specifically Neil, because I am maxed out, but we'll be drafting together. We'll get Neil's thoughts on what he's doing with some of the news that's been popping up recently, maybe some possible trades going on in the league, trades that have happened. He's jumping in a draft right now. It's the $20, $2 million to first, $15 million prize pool over on DraftKings. Massive contest. But Neil, I'll bring you in here. How you doing, man? You ready to rip a few drafts?
Oh yeah, I'm loving DraftKings Best Ball Week. Just get to draft DraftKings all week long. And I have like 58 drafts left to do in the $20. So I'm like half jealous of you being maxed out, but also like excited that I get to still do 58 more drafts.
Yeah. Some people are like, what's wrong with you that you already have it maxed out? Like, why didn't you save any? And I'm like, well, I don't know. You just sometimes you just start drafting, Neil, and you just don't stop. You know what I mean? You're like, your plan is I'm going to save some and, have some so I can keep drafting all the way to the end. But then you just keep going and then you don't even realize, and you're at 145 drafts or whatever I was. And I was like, oh crap, I gotta slow down for like a week or two. so I can at least draft a few on stream before we get it out. So I don't know if you saw my team, Neil. I tweeted it out yesterday. It was my final draft, but
no, I didn't see it.
I tweeted it out. I thought I did a pretty good job. I tried to take some players that I didn't have a lot of because I've been trying the last few drafts to diversify, a little bit more my portfolio. So I don't just have, a lot of the same type of starts, specifically starts too. And then the guys at the end, I've been trying to take a little more different stance on some of the end guys. But yeah, so I went Christian McCaffrey Bowers as my start, which
That's a
for
fun
me
start. I've done some of that.
Is different. Yeah,
it's different for me too. That's not my classic start. I know that I just did it like literally this morning or yesterday. I got that start. So yeah, I know I have some shares of it, but probably not a common one. I have McCaffrey generally ranked 7th. So like I'm going to get, the first 6 tier, and then sometimes I'll take McCaffrey 7th. So I'll be a little bit underweight to McCaffrey. But Bowers is very much one of my guys this year.
Yeah, Bowers is someone I haven't gone elite tight end a ton, so I tried to get a little more elite tight end the last few drafts I've done because it's just not something I've been doing a lot. But I see a few people in the chat. We got my guy, the Spaniard. He's here. We can start now. Good to go. And we will do a few of these. So like, if you didn't get in this draft, don't worry. This isn't the only draft we're going to do. We're going to do, we'll rip a couple of these $20. So people who, may want to get in the next draft, we will be doing another draft or two, or who knows how many. I don't know. We'll see how we're feeling. You know what I mean? But smash the like button on the video. If you're watching on Neil's channel too, you can smash the like button on his video. Subscribe to the channel, the Rump Your Sports channel. Neil, you got your channel, Flannelverse that people are watching on right now. It's one of the few channels that I actually subscribe to. I don't subscribe to many channels. Neil is one of
you chirp at me from time to time.
Yeah.
From time to time.
I'll like cross over, say something, and then leave, and then I'll come back, say something, so it's fun. It normally has something to do with Bears or a pick that I didn't like, or D-Bro's take on somebody that I don't like, and I'll just, chirp at you guys and then go back and forth, but it's fun.
Justin Jefferson at the 108 feels pretty good to me.
Hi, that feels great to me. I'm totally fine with that. Let's stick there for a second, Minnesota. We were just talking about Minnesota, specifically the wide receiver position. They had Jalen Naylor get hurt. Addison's got a 3-game suspension to start the year. Justin Jefferson back at practice. Seems like he's going to be good to go for week 1, but still has the hamstring issue he's working through. It does look good, like he's going to be okay, but Minnesota seems like a team that could use a receiver. There's a few of these teams, but You think they're going to get someone specifically? Who's that?
I do, yeah. And you know, all the rumors are the Vikings are targeting a veteran wide receiver, and my take is not, you know, unique. It's the same that everybody else thinks. But there's some local chatter here, maybe some people that know a little bit more than we do, that the Vikings are talking in conversations to acquire Adam Thielen, which to me, the biggest move that doesn't really affect the Vikings rankings all that much to me. I think Thielen comes in as a wide receiver 3, maybe hurts Addison slightly. I don't think it affects Jefferson at all. Maybe hurts Hawkinson slightly. I don't really think it does anything for Thielen either. I think he was, you know, it's kind of he's going to be the wide receiver 3 on the Vikings. Not a great situation. To me, though, the biggest movers here would be Panthers receivers. If this happens, I think Tet, maybe a slight bump. Leggett, I'd start drafting some. I don't draft a ton of Leggett. And then Coker for me would be wheels up if this happens.
No, don't draft any league yet. He's done for. I was just telling Neil, I was like, he's gonna get taken over. It's gonna be Tet. It's gonna be Coker. It's gonna be possibly Jimmy Horn Jr. I'm just throwing that one out there.
I don't think I have a share yet of Jimmy Horn, so I'll have to start thinking about it.
He's just more explosive. He just has more of that. Like Leggett isn't that type of guy.
No.
You know, he's a bigger guy. He's a little slower. He's definitely like stronger, thicker type of receiver. But I don't know. I think Jimmy Horn has more explosiveness, and I think Coker's just good. Like I think he's just really good. All right, you're back up here. Brock Bowers still on. What's the? By the way, what the tool that you have going right now? Definitely talk about that, because you know, cool. On our shows at least, we don't use a tool. I know you use the tool pretty much when you draft exclusively. So talk about that.
Do you want to use Bowers? So first, let's make her pick, and then I'll tell them about it. Do you want to use Bowers?
I would definitely take Bowers here.
Okay, good. That's
I'm a little worried about. I like AJ Brown. I'm a little worried about the hamstring. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a little nervous about the Eagles, but I do think overall, if they're healthy, they can't be worse than what they were last year as a passing offense. So I feel like it can only go up for them, but I still have Bowers ahead of him slightly.
Yeah, no, Bowers is great. And it's also like, do we want to take risk on Jefferson and AJ Brown together, like 2 hamstrings on the same team with the first 2 rounds? Yeah,
the double hamstring start would be interesting, I will say for sure. But we got do you know this guy? I've heard that been trying to get him on a show, but I don't know. Wiley was trying to get him on a show.
He actually told me that he was coming on an RPS show this week. So I think it must be bad timing for him, because I know that he wanted to. He was planning on it.
Drew, you got an open invite. We got a spot right now. If you want to jump on, you can always jump on. I heard there's a little rivalry though. What's the rivalry with you and Drew? Because I thought Neil.
Can you call it a rivalry when you're just like head and shoulders above somebody? I mean, that's like, you know, do the Yankees have a rivalry with the, I don't even trying to think of like the worst baseball team out there. Do the Lakers have a rivalry with the Magic? I don't know.
The Clippers.
That's a good one. Yeah. Do the Lakers and Clippers have a that's perfect. Yeah. I mean, come on. There's no rivalry here.
That's like you just big brother him all day.
Exactly.
Like you're just owning him and every, you know, like if you have a big brother, like they pretty much just whoop you in everything. You never win. And that's pretty much what you're talking about. So I mean, Drew, I don't know. You might have to come on the show just to defend yourself at some point. But he says Eagles Vikings will be fireworks.
Yeah. So real talk, Drew is a good friend of mine. He is coming to Minnesota along with Justin Steele and Debro. I think those 2 are both sort of up in the air, so not committed, not fully committed, but we got tickets to Vikings Eagles in Minnesota in October.
That's why he said it's going to be fireworks. I was like thinking about it, and I'm like, Minnesota plays Detroit in week 17. Do they play the Eagles in week 15? I was like trying to think in my head. I was like, what's the Minnesota Eagles game? But okay, you're going to it. Yeah. And then I got this asshole in chat. This is my rivalry right here. It's me and Big T, and pretty much I own him in almost everything that we do. Outside of like cornhole, some bullshit like that. Like, other than that, I win pretty much.
I got some inside info on that rivalry. Actually, let's make our next pick. I'm Omari and Hampton here would be my preference, but if you want to go JSN, Tyreek Hill, somebody else.
No, so I'm not in on Tyreek Hill. I do like Garrett Wilson and Adams and Evans. I like that stretch of receiver, but I'm cool with Amari and Hampton. I like that pick.
All right. Let's do Omar in Hampton. All right, my inside info is that first of all, you and John Daigle, of course, beat Big T in basketball, and I tweeted about it, and I didn't get any kind of response from Big T. Big T had nothing to say about it. He didn't like it. He didn't comment. He just like he doesn't want people to remember it. So he's just like, I'm not going to boost this in any way.
You know why, Neil? This is why, right? Because first of all, when I beat you in something, I'll never let you forget it till the end of time. And me and Big T talk all the time, but I will never let you forget it. Okay. Now he is similar, by the way, but this is what happens when people bring it up. Ready? Big T will just start doing this. He'll just shrink and shrink.
Poor guy. And he goes from he's like 6'5", he becomes like 5'3" real quick.
He becomes my height. You know what I mean? As he goes, he goes from 6'5" to 5'5", and it's like that's what happens sometimes when you lose to someone who's 5'5" and you're 6'5". You shrink down a little bit, but it was great because I had to just put him in his place because all week this dude was talking. Oh, we're gonna destroy everyone. My team's minus 2,000 and stuff, and then he was blaming his draft picks because we picked our team. You know what I mean? And he was blaming.
He's blaming in chat right now. He's blaming Mangone. He's saying Mangone was missing layups.
Mangone did miss like the widest open layup you'll ever have in your life, and he just bricked it. But
sad.
I mean, there was a few bricks. I mean, Overzet was shooting paint peelers.
Overzet was playing too. I didn't even know that.
Overzet was Big T's first pick, I think, in the draft, if I remember correctly. But
you want Tet Pickens?
You didn't draft good. I would go Tet because I think we want to set up one of those.
Yep.
I think we want to set up an old Panthers stack here. So again, Tet's not a guy that I have a ton of, but I think with the idea Thielen is going to be gone, who say what you want about him, but he's a vet who could easily have stolen a good amount of work from one of these guys. We saw how friendly he was to Bryce Young last year. So I do think if he is traded, that's kind of huge for the entire Carolina team in general. So it would definitely make me like all of Carolina receivers more in that, aspect. So it does feel like he goes. And so Tet moves up my board if that does happen.
Yeah, he doesn't move up a ton for me because I was already kind of assuming he was the wide receiver one there. But yeah, it definitely removes an obstacle to Tet being like the clear-cut number one there. Probably gets a few more receptions. I think he's already like he's a decent pick on DraftKings, especially because like the Panthers not going to score a lot of touchdowns, so like half PPR not quite as good, but like I think he'll get a lot of receptions this year. So that's valuable here.
Yeah, and by the way, Big T, he loves Tet. That's like one of his favorite. He thinks Tet's gonna be a monster. He thinks he's gonna destroy like every receiver in his range. And I'm like, man, you should just hammer his prop over because I don't even think his props are like that good if you really like Tet. Like
true.
A lot of these guys are ahead of him in like the prop market when you pull up a lot of the props. Even the guys going like after him are, you know what I mean? We're just seeing like Calvin Ridley, Terry McLaurin, those type of guys. So, but yeah, he loves Tet. He's all over Tet. And Lando, listen, you watched me play in that game. You saw it. I owned everybody. I was by far the best player on the floor. Because we streamed it. It was on Twitter. We streamed
gotcha. I missed that one. Is it recorded somewhere? Does somebody have the recording? RG might still have it somewhere. I don't know. It was RG, so back in the day. But yeah, they might have it. See, Landon knows. I could hoop back in the day. That was, by the way, too, when I played in that game, that was the first time in like 3 years I touched a basketball. So wow. I used to be a
player every day,
but that was like when I was like in my teens. I stopped playing when I was 17 regularly. I was still pretty good in like my early 20s. These days, I don't have it at all.
You don't play? Oh, we're up again.
I mean, Pickens at 56 feels like a gift.
Yeah, that's the gift. I'm all. Give me Pickens anytime in the 5th round. I'm totally in.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? I haven't been seeing him go in the 5th. Like I was getting him consistently in the 5th round for a while.
He's moved up. Yeah.
And then it's been the 4th round, like on all my drafts I've done, I swear, in August.
No, you're right. He's got steamed up. His ADP
Yeah.
has moved up like 10 spots.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He's going to crush. Like the Cowboys offense is going to be very like focused on the passing game. If they're going to score, it's got to be heavily on Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Dak to produce, because I just don't see the run game having that much to do, like at least like it being that effective, I guess. More, I think it's got to be on Dak's shoulders pretty much.
Unless they make a trade. Maybe if they make a trade, they can be all right. But yeah,
Who
right
they
now they don't
getting
have
though?
much.
Like, do you think like
ETN would be like amazing for them and for ETN.
You know who needs to go somewhere is Alvin Kamara. The Saints just need to sell out all their vets. I don't know if he wants to leave. I have no idea, but I'm just thinking in my head, like, if they can get anything for him, like, I would do it.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to
Olave.
leave. Weirdly, I think
not.
he likes it there. But yeah, I agree. Like that would be. You'd think that he would want to leave for a competitor.
That's what I'm saying. Can't have that many years left.
Anybody you like here? Do you like Pacheco, Pollard? Anybody like that?
I am Pollard over Pacheco. I'm not a big fan. I think there was a report today about the Chiefs being a team that was interested in a running back. And I'll tell you right now, if the Chiefs, if they somehow land like B-Rob,
can we make our pick? Do you want? I know Rome is one of your guys, or I know you like the Bears. We could do that too.
Rome guy. I like Tony Pollard. I think Deebo Samuel's good.
Pollard went, so it'd be.
I'm Rome ahead of all these guys, but Debo's good for me, like as well.
No, let's do it. Let's get your guy. Let's get your guy here.
All right, we'll get Rome.
Because I don't have a ton of Rome, but I see the case for it. So I want to get it while I'm on with somebody who's a Rome bull.
Yeah, and Rome's one of those guys. Like I think that one or two of these Bears guys have to get squeezed. They can't all be good. There's just too many of them. But like, I do have this feeling that Rome could be the guy that ends up just pushing DJ Moore almost out in a way where like they have the role that they want for him. And then all these other guys like Loveland and OZ and Luther Burden. I think Luther Burden like slowly takes a little more work every week. I don't think he's someone in the beginning of the year you can rely on, but I think he's someone at the end of the year you could be relying on for like good weeks. So I think that's another way. That's how I look at it anyways. Like Rome has his role, the X, he's going to be that guy. But all these other guys, like I think Luther and OZ are going to kind of slowly eat, and Loveland are going to slowly eat at DJ Moore a little bit.
Yep. That's kind of what I'm thinking also. Yeah, I've gotten less of the Bears than you have in general. I think I'm underweight in general to the Bears. But I also I'm terrified.
You're a Caleb hater though, aren't you?
I wouldn't call myself a Caleb hater. I'm skeptical of the talent of Caleb's talent, but I do think like if it's ever going to happen, I think we'll know after this year what Caleb is. Like I think if Ben Johnson comes in there and Caleb still is not great, I think that's a pretty bad sign. But I think there's a good chance it gets fixed this year and they look awesome. So I want to be like at least close to the field.
I do like this comment. Bears 4 times offseason champs dynasty right there. For
That's exactly right. Yeah.
That's hey man, you do good in the preseason. I will say it has nothing to do with it was good to see their offense move the football and look good. That's always good, but it can't just be about preseason games when you see it. Like those people that are like cheering after just one series in a preseason game, like those are the people. I'm not that guy. I've been talking about this, in June. Like this is something that I feel from a coaching standpoint is just a complete change from what they had before. And I think it's going to be a probably a slow development, but that's because they're changing. And I was reading what Ryan Poles said specifically about the difference between Ben Johnson and he got mad with Eberflus because of how he felt the direction was going in the plan with Caleb Williams wasn't really that good. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And so he said now he feels like there's an actual direction and a plan with Ben Johnson. And that just tells me everything I need to know in general. Like, I think Ben Johnson's going to at least put him in a position to succeed. That's what you want.
Juwan Jennings is here.
Addison's still there. We do have Jefferson. We also have Rome. So if you wanted to get a San Francisco piece for week 17,
oh yeah, that would make sense.
I'm also a Jordan Mason guy as well. If we needed a running back, I do like Jordan Mason.
Let's do that. We need a second running back.
Okay, let's get it. I like that.
I think so. Yeah. So my getting back to Caleb, I feel like my fear is just that like Ben Johnson's kind of a hard ass coach, and like I don't know how Caleb's going to react to that. Like just sort of a new atmosphere, a new coach comes in who's a hardo and like young quarterback. How do you react to it? So it's just like it's kind of an unknown, and also he just goes at the start of a range that includes Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Brock Purdy, like a bunch of quarterbacks that I really like. So it's hard for me to want to prioritize him with so many, and Dak, a lot of quarterbacks that I really like in that range. So it's not that I don't see the potential there. It's just that he gets kind of lost for me in a group of quarterbacks that I really like.
See, but all those guys that you just said, like in that range, I feel like they're all very similar. I feel like there's not that much of a difference. Like even bad Caleb was still somewhat, like from a fantasy standpoint, close. If you can ever change bad Caleb to more consistent Caleb, which I think is to your point of how does he react to Ben Johnson coaching him hard and riding him throughout the season?
Yeah.
That'll be the difference though. If he gets consistency, you're going to see much better fantasy output than you did last year. And that's what I think happens. I think Ben Johnson's going to just change some of the little things. You're going to see it more with him under center. I watched who was it? I think it was Warren Sharp did a quick little video about how much the Bears played in shotgun last year as opposed to how much they were in center just in that one game for those snaps. And it was a massive, difference from this year to last year. So I do think you're going to see a lot of little differences in the offense that it's going to take time, but I think it's going to help Caleb overall in general. He's going to make it easier. Jennings
I think you're probably right. There. Yeah, we're on the clock and Jennings is there. I mean, that again, another gift, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you were thinking about taking him.
I was
the first time around. I would take him.
Let's do it.
What's your fear with San Francisco? I swear to God, they just have. They might just have the worst luck right now with injuries.
Ridiculous.
I know it's not like great players, but like they just seem to be losing like every wide receiver 3, 4, and 5 they try and pick up. They all just get hurt.
Yeah.
But Jennings, he's got a calf.
And every running back too. Like they've gone through like 4 backup running backs. Yeah.
Literally all their backups are going out. They're all getting hurt. They're wide receiver 2s, 3s, 4s. They're running backs 2, 3s, and 4s. I mean, I think Patrick Taylor was another running back that got hurt. So Russell Gage, I didn't even know he was in the league, to be honest with you. And he's out for the season.
Me too. I literally saw an update today, and I was like, Russell Gage is on the Niners. When did that happen?
Landa goes, I actually took Russell Gage today in the 20th. Oh no. Man. And low-key. I had no idea he was even on the team, to be honest with you. I literally had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's a spot where whoever is healthy is going to produce. That's my take on San Francisco. I feel like the offense is going to be good enough. It's all a matter of health with them. If Ricky stays healthy all year, I think he's going to crush. If Juwan stays healthy and Ricky gets hurt, I think, Juwan's going to crush. It's just a matter of that, to me anyways.
Yeah. And Kittle, like just an awesome pick to me in the 3rd, 4th round where he goes, like because he could be their best producer outside of McCaffrey also.
I mean, he could be their wide receiver 1 if you want to look at it that way.
I mean, I say that I guess it's the expectation where he's going in drafts. But yeah, I think the offense should be really good. They've got a cake schedule. Yeah.
It's the same idea with like Bowers and McBride, right? Like everyone drafting them, they're kind of hoping. I know they're tight ends, but you're kind of hoping for wide receiver 1 production.
Yeah.
so that's just the way it goes sometimes. But a few more people in chat. WFM Warehouse, good afternoon. Nice to see you. Jackson Dart brought up. I took Jackson Dart in the 20th as a third QB. I'm
Kind of like
totally
that.
fine with that.
Yep.
Totally fine. I think at some point he's going to play, so
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Dart. And as a third QB, definitely not a second, but as a third QB, I like taking three QBs no matter what. What's your take on the QBs? Are you a three QB always?
Not
How are you
always.
doing?
Like it's my clear preference is three quarterbacks with the 20 rounds. But yeah, I do come out of some drafts with just two. Kind of depends on like where the quarterback runs go. If it makes sense for me to take a quarterback over whatever players are available. So I think I take three quarterbacks probably 80% of the time. Something like
Okay.
that.
I mean, I'm with you. I think this year I was a little more. I think majority of my teams. I bet you 95% of my teams are three quarterbacks.
Do you like Dak, Purdy?
Yes, I
What do you
like
like
both
here?
those quarterbacks.
Preference?
I do have Dak a little higher, but I feel like Purdy
Let's
fits
do
pretty
Dak.
well.
We
Okay,
also could get both of them. We're more likely to get both if we take
that's
Dak
true.
because he fell a little bit.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's a good fall too. I didn't even realize we were at pick 105 or
Yeah.
104.
Yeah.
You're
Really
right.
nice fall there.
Yeah, so sometimes the quarterbacks are sometimes hit or miss. Sometimes in drafts they'll reach for the quarterback position, so Dak will be gone like earlier than his ADP, and sometimes they'll fall like this where you get them after. So I've seen Kyler Murray fall a lot too. He's another guy. He was going in like the Bo Nix range, but I've seen him like fall a lot more recently. I don't know what that has anything to do with, but
It is weird how much Kyler falls. I actually did a draft. I think it was just yesterday, maybe with Debro, where we took three quarterbacks. Only one of them I think ended up being stacked up because two of them just fell like 30 picks past ADP. I think Kyler fell to like 125, and then we got some other quarterback like super late. It is weird how like it's so unpredictable on DraftKings.
yeah, so weird. CW89. So you need on DraftKings, you need to have like a lineup active or submitted or something for a contest to see your player exposure. So like if you played the early slate for baseball today and you got a lineup going, like you'll see it on the
I can give you
when you
advice.
go to
So
lineup.
don't do that. Don't do baseball. Enter an NFL contest for week 1. You need to actually put
Yes.
players in your lineup. But you can find like a 10-cent lineup. You just need to have a lineup entered with players in it, and then you'll be able to see your exposures.
Yeah, or like if you have like a DraftKings $5 ticket from doing these best ball contests, like if you got just enter it now, just one lineup. All you need is one, like Neil said, and it can be any contest. And then it will show up right in your lineups page. It'll say view exposures. You'll see it. So yeah.
You want to go Purdy here?
Gotta go
Purdy.
Purdy here.
Yeah.
I
All
love
right.
that.
Yeah, that's great. It's a nice start there.
Yeah, this is a good team so far. I like this team.
Yeah.
And we still have we have outs for like the third QB because we have Bowers. Caleb's probably gone, but we have Bowers, so we can still get, and then we've got Bryce.
Yeah.
So we got two outs for a third QB.
Yep.
These are my preferred starts where I get like the QB range here. Like this is the QB range I like
Me
getting
too.
to. So a lot of these receivers I have less of because of the QB range. You know what I mean? So like I'm lower on a lot of these guys that are going
Same. It's
in
kind of a
this range
gross range.
here.
It's all like injured receivers right now. Like literally it's like Ayuk, Godwin. I guess maybe they go later now, but Darnell Mooney, just
Mooney.
like all of the injured receivers
Yeah.
are in this range.
And then Jaden Higgins, who's he just got like the bad news, but I don't really believe it. So take
Yeah.
that for what you will about like Hutchinson probably playing over him, maybe to start, and Christian
Right.
Kirk playing on two wide receiver sets. I don't believe that. And I don't think Christian Kirk's going to stay healthy for a whole year anyways. So
Right.
we'll see what happens with Christian. If he stays healthy all year, he's going to crush. So
I mean, I draft a lot of Christian Kirk, so I hope he does stay healthy this year. But yeah,
yeah.
that's the like he does feel like a health risk at this point. But I
Your
think
boy
regardless,
Noel is
yeah,
the guy. Like I think Higgins is okay regardless. I think Noel's the guy that he needs an injury to get going pretty much. But
yeah. John, I've been too busy to watch your content this week because I've been doing all of my own content every day. So I have not heard your take on Ja'Cory Krosky-Mary yet. What are you doing? What are you doing with Bill?
Oh, Big Bill. We love talking Bill on this show. So I was in obviously early when he was just going late and he was a flyer. Yep. And I was also in when he was going in like the 14th, 15th, 16th round. I was like, okay, like I'm still fine. Once he just shot up from the 14th round to like the 10th round, I was like, okay, I'm going to be done. And I knew it too. I said it on the stream on Monday. I said, you guys just wait. He's scoring a touchdown tonight. I wish we had props that I could bet on because I would have put a massive amount of money on him to score a touchdown. I knew it was going to happen. And he scores the touchdown. I said, just wait. He's going to be in like the 9th or 10th round. And the very next draft I did, he went in the 10th round. And I was like, yep, I got to be out now.
Nailed
it's just
it.
like, yep. Daigle put out a tweet, I think the next day, and he was like, do people realize that this dude was a 20th round pick all summer?
Yeah. Like, do you want JJ McCarthy here, Tank Bigsby, Cam Scattaboo, Mondre Stevenson?
I like JJ. I like Scattaboo, honestly. Do you want to go Scattaboo?
Yeah, we can do Scattaboo and see because we don't need JJ right now because we don't
need JJ here.
Outs.
What pick?
I mean, you know, I always want JJ, but that was pick 128. Our next pick is 137.
Okay. But we still have multiple quarterback outs too. That's kind of why I would have taken JJ if we didn't have the built-in outs. And what I mean by that is we got Tet, we got Bowers. So you technically still have 2 other outs. If this was like the only other out we had, I would have went him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he falls to us at 137, at that point, I think you take the value, but
yeah, at that point you take the value 100%. I agree. And if not, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. So did he just go there? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. My bad. We'll have to fix this on the next draft. Get you a Minnesota stack or something like that. I forgot that you're a homer.
I am a homer. Yeah. So I always want to get my JJ.
I got a lot. JJ exposure?
I got like 25%, which doesn't sound like a ton, but for me, like quarterbacks last year, I think my highest exposed quarterback was like 13%. Like other positions, sometimes I'll take bigger stands, but like I don't usually do a lot of quarterbacks on stack. So it's like I'm not going to take him unless and that's true of JJ too. I'm not going to take him unless I have one of the Vikings players. So yeah, for me to have 25% or whatever JJ is kind of a ton. Do you want to go Stevenson, Bashal, Tootin? I can look at the players.
I am definitely not on Stevenson. That's a guy I will just refuse to draft. He's going to fumble a couple times and Vrabel's going to toss his ass out on the sideline. Right. I'm a Tootin guy. I'm a Tootin guy. So I'm cool with him.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, we only have 3 running backs.
I think Eckler's kind of forgotten too in the whole mix. Like if you like,
let's go Tootin first, and then we might be able to get that works.
I think bringing it back to your JCM question. Like I think now is the time for people to draft Eckler, for people to draft Chris Rodriguez. Don't forget this backfield. It is not just gonna be one guy. They're gonna play. I mean, they played McNichols last year. They played these guys a little bit. They mixed them in, and I'll just say this: I don't think it matters that much who they have back there because Jaden's such a threat, especially when they get to the goal line. They're going to get some really easy looks on those RPOs to score some really easy touchdowns when Jaden just gives them the ball. You know what I mean? Just puts it in the belly. And Brian Robinson, what do you have? 8 rushing touchdowns last year. He was banged up a lot of the year. He could have easily had more if he wasn't hurt. So, I think they rotate the 3 to start. Chris Rodriguez probably starts. Honestly,
he gets a goal line carries. That they literally just asked the coach today. One of a beat writer did, and he said Chris Rodriguez. I actually have not listened to the quote. I've only seen people talking about it, but I think he said Chris Rodriguez is going to get the goal line carries at least to start,
which I think is the most valuable because they're down there all the time. They're an efficient offense. They're down there constantly. I felt like Jaden was at the 5-yard line all year, pretty much just like scoring from the 5-yard line. But Yeah, and that's where those RPOs are so dangerous because it's just, you gonna let Jaden keep it, or and he's gonna go in, or you're gonna make him hand it off, and it's just a
Yeah.
really tough thing to slow down. So yeah, I'm in. I would be drafting Rodriguez later and Eckler later, and fading JCM at this point where he's going. Now, if the ADPs start to flip for whatever reason, like people are like, oh crap, Chris Rodriguez is the goal line guy, and there's more good things coming out about Rodriguez and maybe bad things coming out about JCM, and they start to do the switch where JCM falls back down and he rises, I'll start drafting JCM because
Yeah.
I don't think anything's like 100% a lock outside Austin Eckler's going to just get his work. Like his role is locked in. I don't think either of these guys, even though they said Rodriguez is the goal line back, I don't think that's set in stone.
No, I think it's committee also, which means like you said, like just getting the cheaper parts of the committee is usually my approach. Like that's how it is for the Cowboys. That's how it is for any team where it's like the Jags, like any team where it's just like this is totally up in the air. I usually avoid the earlier guys, take the later guys, just generally better values. All right, we are on. Bryce goes.
Oh man, they took Bryce. Oh,
Unreal.
he took Eckler and Bryce back to back too.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Do you want Ray Davis, Dylan Sampson? I can take a look at who is available here.
I'm a big Ray Davis guy. I don't mind Benson. What's your preferred here? Because I'm probably lean Ray Davis, but it's close between those two.
I like Ray Davis. Yeah. Let's go Ray Davis.
I like the way this team's kind of set up so far.
Yeah, I think so far, pretty happy with this team. 2-5-5-1.
The only thing I wish is I wish we didn't get sniped on Bryce, or maybe, well, I guess now hindsight's 2020. Maybe we take JJ instead of Cam, but to get the third,
I'm happy with the team. We can take.
Yeah.
We don't need a third good quarterback on this team. I don't think so.
That's true. We don't. We
I'm
don't.
happy with it.
Dylan
We could have
Sampson
Geno. I actually really like Geno this year too.
Well, I think he fits our team good too. So I'm totally fine with, because we got Scatabo anyway. So we got that week 17 kind of already built out.
Yep. Happy to do that.
Now that we say that, someone's going to probably steal him. How do you guys feel about Benson price? He moved up, Neil, a little bit, but I think it's starting to level back out now again after he got pushed up when James Conner was talking about how he's going to play a lot and they like him and stuff like that. But what are you doing with Benson?
He has not been a player. Geno goes too. He has not been a player that I have been super in on. I have another thought here for this pick. Man, I wanted Geno. Not gonna lie. I'd be happy
Geno
with
too.
Tajay Spears if you wanted to.
Ooh,
but
I like Tajay.
Cedric Tillman is my other thought. We have 5. We have Hampton, Mason, Scattaboo, Tootin, Ray Davis.
Okay.
We could take Jerome Ford too.
Tight end, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with Tajay Spears or Jerome Ford. I think that outside of like the Quinshon Judkins thing, I think like Sampson and Ford probably are going to play a ton this year. It sounds very, very not good when it comes to Judkins right now, that they can't get anything done for a deal, and that still seems to be kind of up in the air. So I've been out the whole year. I thought his price to start was crazy. Like, bad team, offensive line played terrible last year, especially running the football. Multiple rookies drafted, still have Jerome Ford. I think they play 3 running backs to start the year. Like, all 3 of them get burned anyways. And then all the stuff came out, and I was like, okay, now I'm definitely not drafting this guy because I didn't think he was going to play all year. And then it came out, recently, dropped
the charges. Yep.
Everything's good now. And I'm like, shit, maybe I should have grabbed some Quinshon. And then my stubborn, self came in, and I was like, I'm still not drafting this guy. Screw this guy. And he got pushed back up the board. So I was like, perfect. I don't even now I don't have to feel, like an idiot for not drafting. He's getting pushed back up into the, early hundreds or 90s. And I was like, awesome. And now it seems like they might, he might still miss a ton of time because the NFL, who knows, they might just like leave the case open and review it for a while, and
Yeah.
he can't get a deal done anyways. Like,
He's
it
not even
just
with the
sounds
team
bad.
yet. Yeah, it's real bad. To not be with the team on August 21st, like still not signed, like you need to be, as a rookie, you need to be practicing with the team by August 21st. So I'd be shocked if he plays week 1. I'd be sort of surprised if he plays like in the first 3 weeks at the very least. And like you said, I think being on the commissioner's exempt list still very much within the range of outcomes. So yeah, I'm happily out on Judkins right now. I am bullish on Jerome Ford and Sampson personally, despite being on Cleveland. I still think they're like pretty good bets, just like bets against Judkins, because somebody's going to score some fantasy points. So if you can get them cheap enough, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'd rather get the cheaper options, which was my take originally with Judkins when he was in the 70s and 80s in ADP before everything, was just like, yeah, I'll take the backups later because I think it's a 3-headed backfield to start. And so I was taking a little bit of them. And then, they started to move up, when everything happened. So I was just like, okay, I can be out. But I do like Dylan Sampson. He just looks really good to me too. He looks like a solid player. So I do like him. I'd be fine with him having a good game. What's your bags on Sampson? You probably have a good amount.
I do. I've got like $1,500 on him in total. I think I've got like 15% exposure, something like that. Nothing like insane, but fair amount. Fair amount of
pretty
Sampson.
good on Dylan Sampson. I won't lie. That's a
lot. It's a lot on Dylan
Sampson.
Sampson. Yeah, I got some when he was super cheap.
You know what? If you don't have $1,500 on Dylan Sampson, smash the like button on the video and subscribe to the channels. Okay, ring the bell, get notified every time we go live on these channels for free shows. You get notified. That's why you want to be subscribed to the Rump Your Sports channel, to the Flannelverse, to Neil's channel. That's why you ring that bell. Get subscribed, get notified. I mean, Neil, you're doing shows like every day. We have shows on this channel every day. So it's just, all the time you want to know when these shows go on. You don't want to be caught off guard. Shit, I missed it. You know, that's why you get notified. We're I think like five subscribers away from 20K. We're still.
Are you really? Ooh,
yeah,
let's get there on the show. We got to get to 20K.
Yeah, we got to get to 20K. If you're not subscribed to Rump Your Sports, subscribe. Let's get over that 5. We're 5 away from 20K, I think 5 or 8. I can't remember. I gotta ask someone in the back, but yeah, it's one of those.
CH says loved your big dog team yesterday, Neil. Flock had no idea. Were you? Was he streaming the draft, or like I didn't know that? Was that draft being streamed? I had no idea. I was pretty happy with the team. I did. I was actually targeting Coker in that draft. And then my guy Tyler took Coker and Bryce Young. I had Tet, so I was kind of hoping to set it up. So that was painful, but it was. I did a big dog draft yesterday where there were 3 teams like after pick. Oh, you guys did it. Okay. 3 teams like after pick 170 didn't have a second quarterback. So I was like, I got to take a third quarterback at this point just to make them fight over the other quarterback. I kind of like Chig here. I think that is a pretty good pick.
I love Chig. I mean, Chig's my highest owned tight end, so.
Let's do that. Okay. Love to see it.
Yeah, I got Chig and Mason Taylor are like my 2 highest late tight ends. Pretty much why I like flyer tight ends. I got like 30% of those guys. So
the OMG father really mad that we're not taking Tyler Algier. I actually did not realize he was still there. I mean, we have 6 running backs already.
So we already had too many running backs. So
you're right though. He's a great value right here. Like he's like, this is where he's going right now too. So it's not even like this is impossible to get again. Algier is just falling, which I think I don't quite get it why it's this far.
I do kind of like the Ollie Gordon pick there too. I was thinking about him, but the fact that we had 6 running backs, and I don't know if this team needs 7. We could take 7, but I don't know if you have to take 7 is what at least
I'm with you. Yeah.
My view on this team. I don't think it's like in need of another one, but I agree. Algier's a good falling pick. Ollie Gordon seems like he could be a smash depending on how badly Jalen Wright's hurt.
That is
Like
the most painful part of my the big dog team I did yesterday was I was pushing it because I was like, I want one of these Miami running backs. They would fit my team so well. And I wanted Ollie Gordon, but I was like, well, I'm not going to take Ollie Gordon before Jalen Wright is off the board. So eventually I ended up taking Jalen Wright. I think somebody else took Ollie. I actually don't remember. I want to say somebody else took Ollie Gordon before Jalen Wright,
probably.
which I was just like waiting. I was like, that's my buffer, and nobody's going to take him before. But maybe I just ended up taking Jalen Wright because he was the guy who goes earlier. I don't know. But I was like, I took Jalen Wright instead of Ollie Gordon. And then, of course, today Jalen Wright got hurt. So that was kind
It
of a
did
bummer.
feel like they were starting to make the switch.
Yeah.
Like where it was starting to, in some drafts, Ollie Gordon was going somehow a little ahead of Jalen Wright. It did feel like that switch was being
Yeah.
made. And everything coming out of camp with Jalen Wright is like, this dude's been struggling anyways. This dude is like everything I'm seeing from like beats and stuff like that. It's just I don't see any good news ever on Jalen Wright. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is
I should
not
have just
good.
I should have gone with my gut and just taken Ollie Gordon when I had the thought. But in my mind, it's like, well, he goes so late. I can probably push this a little bit later, and then did not get him.
That's the thing with best ball though, is like when you do so many of them, like you have an idea of like when these guys go, and then
Yep.
like you get stuck with the value in your head, and you're like, okay, I don't want to. But like sometimes you just gotta like say, screw it, I just want this guy, and if I gotta take him around early just to get him, like it is what it is. You're not gonna always get the best value, even though I'm a value hunter too. I'm a
Yep.
value whore, however you want to say it. Like
Yep.
I hate when I take a guy and it's not at the best value, but like I feel like that happens all the time to people. And then after the draft, you look at your team and you're like, God, I just wish I did this one thing
Right.
differently, and I would
Why don't I just do
love
what I
this.
wanted to do right there? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Najee is still here. I don't love Najee. We could go
Najee's
De'Ami
still around. I don't
Brown.
want. I mean, I like
Um,
De'Ami Brown. Not a big Najee guy. I like Jackson Dart. I think you could go Dart if you wanted a third
oh, that is
quarterback.
true. I don't hate that.
Is Slayton still around too? We can maybe get Darius Slayton if he's still around. Do we need a tight end?
No.
Theo Johnson.
Yeah, we could do Theo Johnson.
I
All
like
right,
the
we got
Dart.
Jackson Dart. Yeah,
I like the
that's
Dart
good.
pick anyways. We don't like, it's not like we need him to play early anyways. Our quarterbacks have later buys too, which
Yep.
I like with someone like Jackson Dart. Now, do they have I think they have the same buy as San Francisco. That's the only thing, but still, either way, he's not going to play until I think halfway through the year anyways. So
Yeah. Yeah, Martin says Najee at 197. I don't even like Najee, but wow, that's like it is. Like at this point, I think he is just like he's an RB2, and like, but there is more risk. Like, do we even know that Najee is going to play this year? Because I'm not that confident that Najee is actually going to be healthy enough to play this year. I think he probably is, to be clear, but
I mean, I don't know what's going on with Najee, and I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to pretend like I don't think anyone knows really. Like
yeah,
and if they do, they're being told not to say anything about it. Like,
right,
shut up, don't say anything. Tell people he's walking around to the track or he's doing light drills or whatever like that, but like nothing
yep,
else. Like mute about him, because I've heard very little about Najee Harris, and I've been off regardless. So, I mean, if you want to take him now that he's fallen like this is a crazy fall, but I'm just going to bet against it, honestly, and just hope that he doesn't play a lot of the year, because I could see it.
yep. That's generally my approach. Also, did I think Pat Bryant went?
Yeah, he had to have go. Troy
Anybody
Franklin
else you
go?
like here?
Did Troy Franklin go?
Troy Franklin just went. Yeah.
Oh, Theo Johnson, is he gone?
No, Theo, that's a good call.
We have Jackson Dart. We
Yeah.
need another tight end too, right? Is this our second tight end?
So it's our third, I believe.
It's our third.
We have Bowers. Yeah, so we got Bowers, Theo Johnson, and Chig.
Okay,
It's a nice trio.
We got two picks left.
Yeah,
where
we're at 3-6-6-3. So we got Dak.
So two wide
who are our
receivers
quarterbacks?
left.
Probably Dak, Purdy, and
I would definitely go two wide receivers on this team. I think. I don't think we need a seventh running back, to be honest.
Yeah, we probably
Even
don't.
though I like Giddens.
Yeah.
The last pick.
So I do like. I mean, I have not taken much Tolbert. I do a ton of Kavontae Turpin.
That's my guy, Turpin. Turpentine on this show.
Love it.
I'm not a Tolbert guy, so.
All right, where is Turpin? Oh, I got to go by my ranks.
We don't have any Tampa Bay, right? No Tampa Bay on this team, I don't think.
No.
I like Malik Washington at the end. I like Turpin.
Yep.
I like Jalen Royals. Parker Washington. All guys I think are pretty interesting. Kind of last round fillers.
Yeah, it's a bummer that we're not going to get any of those Denver guys. That's kind of my targets right now.
I know.
Jalen Lane is kind of an interesting name that I don't have much of.
I don't mind Jalen Lane, like the last pick we take. I could see it. What about Trey Tucker? Do you have any Trey Tucker?
I have a little bit of Trey Tucker. Yeah, it's one that like
little too.
I'm not like super excited about it. It's one that the sidekick was giving me early on, and like I would usually IKB off it, but occasionally it was like, I guess they're going to keep telling me to take this guy. There's probably a reason for it, so I've taken a little.
I only take him when I have like Giants stacks or Vegas stack. Like I only take them in the stack. I don't take them other than that. So Jamari Thrash, mildly interesting.
I have not taken any Jamari Thrash. That is sort of interesting. With Isaiah Bond there though, now he's still in Cleveland, right?
I worry about the third receiver in general. Yeah, he's in Cleveland. Yeah, they're in Cleveland. But it was telling that they rested Fannin with the starters.
I know Fannin, I love.
So and I've been all over Fannin the whole summer, telling people like he's pretty much a starter. It was kind of why I didn't like Njoku. And I wouldn't be shocked if like that team was bad and maybe like towards the trade deadline they just like traded Njoku or something like that if they could get like good value for him, because Fannin's gonna play he's gonna play a lot.
I think they'll play together. I think it's gonna be a lot of two tight end sets, Fannin playing as a big slot, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That's what
we got our guy Turpin, by the way, in case you didn't see, we got our guy Turpin. I also snuck in. I don't know if you saw that I took Jalen Coker while you're doing your promo.
I did. No, I saw it and I knew it was the pick anyways. I knew exactly where you were.
Yeah, I sent it to you in private chat.
You were you were not happy that you didn't get him in your last draft, the big draft. So I knew you were going to make sure you got.
Exactly.
Neil was like, we got on and right before we were going live, Neil's like, give me a second. I want to try and throw Coker way up my ranks real quick. And he tried to do it, but something
I couldn't figure out how to do it. I think I needed to re-upload rankings to be able to, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see people taking Sterling Shepard? No way.
Never seen it. Never seen that. I believe it.
I mean, I believe it because people will do some wild things, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
I won't lie. If I had more bullets in the Milly, I'd probably take a little Tez Johnson. I'd take some shots on Tez if I had a few more darts as like a last pick.
I don't think I'll be taking until we get some buzz on Tez. I feel like there's just enough players that I like in the late rounds, and I'm like, I don't feel
that's fair.
Like I need to do that.
It's more like the offense. I like the offense, and they're already like banged up. Multiple guys already banged up, and Mike Evans is gonna get hurt. He's not gonna stay healthy all year. Like he's probably gonna get hurt at some point. Like,
you want one of these Jalen's?
Oh, you're the Knoll guy. That's your boy.
I am the Knoll guy, but Jalen Lane, we have the Cowboys, so it's week 17 correlation.
I would take Lane. He fits
let's get a share. Well. Let's get a share of Lane.
Yeah. Who knows what happens with Terry? I mean, I think Terry. What do you think happens with Terry? I know we're finishing up this draft right now. We're gonna get in another draft too. So people that were trying to get in draft 1, we are going to get in another draft. So if you're staying in, we will get in another $20 DraftKings Milly. But
yeah,
real quick, what's the Terry thoughts?
I think he gets paid by Washington. I think he gets paid less than he wants probably. I don't know. Like they really should just pay him. Like at this point, he's their best receiver by far. Like they need Terry. They've got this star young star quarterback. Like they really should just pay their star receiver to play with him for a while. So I do think that he gets paid, probably not as much as he wants, but I think he'll be there in Washington.
So Shefty on his podcast, Adam Schefter was talking about the situation, and he said that pretty much Terry McLaurin in Washington, Terry McLaurin wants to get paid like in the mid 30s. That's where his numbers kind of set. And Washington's like in the mid 20s to high 20, like 25 to 28. So they're like they're not on the same page with that right now is pretty much it. And Terry's
clearly
trying not to budge. At some point though, someone's got to budge. Like Terry's going to have to budge. Like go to 30 and see if they can get up to 30 maybe or something like that. I thought they'd pay him too, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe a team needs a receiver and wants to pay him or something like that. Like I wouldn't like that though if I was Washington. Like Jaden already had a year to develop with Terry. It seemed like they found some pretty good chemistry in that year. I wouldn't want to break it up.
Why would you mess with that?
Trying to compete.
Yeah. I get it. Like I understand why teams don't want to give players leverage. So they need to fight back and like don't just like roll over. But like at some point, like he's really good. I don't know. They should just pay the guy.
He is fixing to be 30. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right. You want me to read off the team?
Yeah, definitely read off the team. Yeah.
Final team is a 3-6-8-3. We got Dak Prescott, Omarion Hampton, Jordan Mason, Justin Jefferson, Teteroa McMillan, George Pickens, Brock Bowers, Romo Dunze, Jawan Jennings, Brock Purdy, Cam Scadaboo, Bashal Tootin, Ray Davis, Tyjae Spears, Jalen Coker, Chika Okonkwo, Jackson Dart, Theo Johnson, Kavonte Turpin, and Jalen Lane. I like it. I think it's a really good team.
Donkey talking on mute. We got a lot of nice correlation, good stacks. The only thing that would have made it better is if we could have gotten one of JJ, Gino, or Bryce. But outside of that, I think we did a good job though. In best ball, you gotta always kind of have the backup to the backup to the backup plan sometimes. And some people will get frustrated when guys start getting taken and their plan starts getting ruined or what they think is going to happen. And then it's just like it happened to Big T, who doesn't do a ton of best ball drafting, but has been doing a couple lately. And it's like, he was like, right after the 10th round, he's like, my draft just went to shit. And I just didn't know. I didn't know how to recover from it. And I think that happens to a lot. We laugh, but I think that does happen to a lot of people that are not like volume best ball drafters. And I think a lot of people are coming in for the first time, honestly, just recently starting best ball drafting because the season's about to start, being like that happens to them a decent amount. And it's like, you just got to have you just got to bounce to another idea. Okay. What do I have set up? And that's what we did, right? We had the Giants, and that was Gino. And then when Gino went, okay, Jackson Dart, because we still have Bowers because of the week 17. So just kind of having those ideas in place. But
we had backups. We were like, if we can't get JJ, we're gonna get Bryce Young. If we can't get Bryce Young, we're gonna get Gino. And then that all went away, and we still made it happen. You want to give a countdown here? Once I get in the room. 4:10
Eastern time. I'm not doing like the countdown.
All right. Once we hit 4:10, I'm entering.
Right on the dot. Neil's gonna get in this draft. It's 4:09 right now. It's about to be 4:10. So get ready to click this thing if you want to get in a $20 Milly with Neil as we draft here. $2 million the first, $15 million prize pool over on DraftKings. Their big $1 million contest or Milly contest over there. Check it out. Get in there. I know they had some good promos too, some nice flash sales for people that are just trying it out. So I think today it was like draft one and get a $5 ticket. So make sure you guys opt into those on the promo page over on DraftKings so you can get your tickets and bang, 4:10. Let's get in there. See if we can get a few people with us.
All right, three more.
We'll get that.
The last one I was 12 of 12. I was the last one to get in there last time, so we didn't get
last one. The countdown wouldn't have mattered because you were literally the end of the draft. But this one still got one spot left. If anyone wants in, still got one. They don't want to draft against you, Neil. They're afraid.
They're scared. Yeah.
Scared money don't make money, people. Come on.
We have pick 11 according to my phone.
Okay. All right.
Which is fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine.
No, so you don't like the back end? You don't like drafting on the back end?
I really love the middle. I love the middle more than anything. The back end is
Really?
fine.
You like
Yeah,
the
I like
middle?
pick
So,
6 is
so
like
like
easily my favorite pick.
so like 6, 7, 8, or like 5, 6, 7, like that range? Like
Five,
what?
5, 6, 7. I would say like
Wow.
6 is
Okay.
probably my favorite, followed by 5, followed by 7. Yeah. It's just so to me, there's a pretty clear range, and it's Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson, and Jahmyr Gibbs. To me, is like one tier. So you get one of those guys, whoever falls there to the 6th pick, you get one of them. Then at pick 19, you get somebody like a Brock Bowers, AJ Brown. Sometimes you get like a Drake London. Like worst case scenario would be like Lad McConkey or something. You just always
Yeah.
get a good pick in the 2nd round, and then you usually get somebody you really like in the 3rd round. Also, you can get a Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Omarion Hampton, somebody like that. So it's just like you consistently get a lot of really strong players in the middle.
Yeah, I like pick 6. I don't like 7, 8, 9 because
Yeah,
I feel like 7, 8, 9, I can get those same similar guys at 11 or 10, 11, 12. So I just
yeah,
prefer to have a better second round pick, like a guy that I definitely want in the second round. So I prefer the back end to the middle, because I agree with you. I think there's a drop off after 6.
yeah.
Like I've seen CMC go at 7. I've seen Puka. I've seen Nico. Um, I've seen Malik Neighbors, who honestly I think outside him and CMC probably have the most upside in that range. But I also think they're still very similar. Like
Yeah.
where like BTJ beat out all those guys? I think it's possible,
Yeah,
and he
for
goes
sure.
at the end. So
Yep.
that's the way I look at it.
We got a lot of people in this one. We got Steve is in here. Got Devon in here. I thought I saw one other person was in the draft with us, but we this is a friends and family draft.
I think CW. It
CW did
sounds
not
like
get
he's
in.
in there. Oh, he did not get in.
No, he
Okay.
didn't, because he didn't hear what time we're starting.
Lamb at 5 is my favorite. Lamb is my favorite too. I love getting Lamb. If I can get Lamb 4, 5, that's my preferred start, because I just love the Dallas passing attack. Yep, Steve's in the draft. Where's Steve picking at?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, he went Bijan. All right, see that, Steve? I see you. No, it's the time. It's the time. We do the specific time, 4:10 or 4:09 or whatever. It's always the time, CW. It's always the
That
time.
that's better than what I do. I just say like I'm getting in now, but then they're on like a 5-7 second delay, something like that. So it's not actually the same time for them.
Yeah, so like
Confusing.
they got to be ready to click it right before you're ready to say you're about to get in,
Yeah, yeah,
which is
exactly.
tough. Which is tough, you know what I mean? But
Yep.
um,
Also, often I'll click in and then it'll be like, we need to verify your location. And then other people get in. It's like, oh, Neil's not in this one. Not ideal.
yeah, pick
But we
5
got a
for
couple.
Devin. Pick 5 for Devin.
It's a nice spot. It gets Barkley.
Yeah, like Barkley. What's up with the Jefferson? Is it just the hamstring? Like he's
Yeah.
going 6? Like,
I think it's the hammy. Maybe some concerns about the Vikings maybe running more this year too.
I mean, they're gonna run the football. Like they're definitely gonna. They got Jordan Mason there for a reason. They went out and
Yep.
got him for a reason. So that's why I like Jordan Mason, though. I think Jordan Mason's gonna get a lot of opportunity, and I think he's definitely the goal line guy.
Yeah.
I felt like Aaron Jones struggled a lot in
He was
goal line
not great.
situations.
Yeah.
He was bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so excited for the season. Can't wait to watch that first
Your
goal
your
line
team's
touchdown.
good, and they're in a fun division, so you're gonna
Yeah.
get a lot of like fun games. I feel like,
Exactly. Agreed.
and I think that division could go like any way. Like if you told me any one of those teams won the division, I really wouldn't be shocked. And if you told me any one of them came in last, I wouldn't be shocked. I think it's just so tough.
Agreed.
All right,
Malik Neighbors.
Puka. I would go Malik here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same page.
I would go Malik, and then if we could get a Genty Bowers start, one of
Shanty
those
goes.
two.
We could do Bowers.
We did Bowers. Do you want to
Or
go
we could
Bowers
do,
again?
I'd be happy with BTJ, London, or Bowers would be the 3 for me.
I mean, I like all those guys, so it's just depending on, do you want to go correlation with Bowers and Neighbors, or do you want to go with BTJ or London in your ranks?
Let's go. I've got so much of Malik Neighbors with Bowers. I'd rather do something different. Let's go BTJ.
Yeah, I like that.
If that
All
works
right.
for you.
I'm pretty high on both those guys. I got some nice bags on BTJ and Drake London. I both of them are in the 20s somewhere. I think Drake London's like high 20s, like 27%. I think BTJ is like low 20s, like 23-ish%. But I got a lot of them. And Nico Collins. I must have like fallen in the range between like 8 and 12 a lot in a lot of my drafts, because I definitely have a lot of those guys in those
Yeah.
ranges.
Yep. Seen some questions in here. Neil, have any thoughts on defensive tackle Harrison leaving? Not really. I mean, I think that they're letting him leave because they feel good about his replacement. So, I don't really think it affects how I view
Didn't
the
they
Vikings
open
at
up
all.
some money with that?
Yeah.
I think.
So I guess, yeah, I think no real thoughts on it. Doesn't really affect at least how I'm drafting. Where are you guys on Trey Harris? I've been like really down on Trey Harris recently. I've not been drafting a ton of Trey Harris. Are you still drafting? And I drafted a lot early, so I'm like at this point, my bags are pretty packed on Trey Harris. So I'm trying to get him a little bit when he falls like past 160. I'll take him some, but like, man, the vibes are bad on Trey Harris. After the Keenan Allen signing, I don't know. Are you drafting much?
I was not in on Trey Harris, and I'm still not in on him. I think now is the time, though. Like, this is the
Yeah.
best time to be in on Trey Harris.
Yeah.
And if you're someone like me, I'm just a stubborn asshole, so I just refuse and go with my take. But my whole take in the beginning was this team is going to run. This team is a run first team, anyways. They have Ladd. They use the tight ends a lot in the passing game, and on top of it, I thought the whole time, Keenan Allen, I'm pretty sure he like even said it's one of two things. I either sign back with Chicago or I go to the chart. I'm not doing anything else. And when Chicago got all those offensive weapons, I'm like, well, there's no spot for Keenan Allen. They went out and
Yeah.
got OZ. They went out and drafted Luther Burden and
Yeah.
Colson Loveland. I'm like, there's no spot. So the
Right.
only thing he can do is not sign or go to the Chargers. And I fully believed he was going to at some point go to the Chargers. So I'm like that kills Trey Harris. It has
It
to.
does.
Or it kills Ladd being a really good second round pick, one or the other. And I don't know if it kills Ladd.
It does. I
So
don't think it
that's my
affects Ladd,
take.
at least not much.
So it's got
Yeah.
to affect Quentin Johnston and Trey Harris. And that's the way I viewed it.
Yep. And that was definitely turns out it was right. I was not convinced he was going back to the Chargers because I thought
I get
they
a
just
right
spent this.
thing every once in a while, Neil. I'll
Yeah.
be right once in a while.
Broken clock. A broken clock is
That's
right
right.
twice a
That's
day.
right.
Yeah, no, I like that. That was obviously a great call. I thought I was wrong. I'm wrong twice a day. No, I'm wrong a lot, but I was wrong on
Dude,
this
that's
one
all
for
right.
sure.
I'm wrong too.
I'm wrong on this one for sure because I thought
It's good.
Trey
It's
Harris. They
good. You
spent
can
the
talk
draft
about.
capital. I thought
You
they
can
spent the
talk about
draft
your wrong
capital.
takes.
Yeah, no, I'll talk about it. I thought they spent the draft capital on this guy. He's going to a good offense. He's probably going to be the wide receiver too. People like who like people who do prospecting, whose opinions I value, really like Trey Harris. So I was like, all right, if my friends are telling me Trey Harris is a great prospect, he's going to be great. He goes to the Chargers where he could step in and be the wide receiver too. I was just kind of trusting those evaluations because I don't do prospect. I'm not watching. I don't watch college football. I just trust other people for their tape evaluations, and they were telling me he's going to be legit. And obviously not working out there. So I was like, I was like, man, I don't really think there's a spot for Keenan Allen there. And obviously it was like kind of doubly wrong because if I knew Keenan Allen was going there, I would have been jamming him in round 18, 19, 20. So I got a little bit, but I wish I had more there. Did you get much Keenan Allen at the back ends of drafts?
I got some, not as much as I would like. Honestly, I'm just lower on the Chargers as a whole. Hindsight is 2020, and I should have went full in on probably my take, but that again, that's why I'm not 100% right, even on the take. But it did happen the way
We got
I
20.
had.
We got 20 seconds left, by the way. Do you like Garrett Wilson, George Kittle, Trevion Henderson?
I love
Anybody else?
Garrett Wilson. I love George Kittle. I like because I can always build out a bear stack.
Nope.
So I
I meant
like those
to
guys.
queue up Garrett Wilson there, and then I just drafted him. But I think it was where I was leaning anyway.
I get made fun of because I'm a Jets stan on this show. So I draft Garrett
Oof.
Wilson and Justin Fields whenever I want, pretty much, which is a lot. So Chuba Hubbard just went at 38. So
Yeah,
who
that's a
took
little
Chuba
early.
Hubbard? I'm like
Do
free
you like
money right there.
Kittle, Trevion Henderson? Somebody
Who did
else.
we start, Neil? It was Brian Thomas and who?
We got Neighbors, BTJ, and Garrett Wilson.
I'm cool with Kittle if you want to go stud tight end.
Yeah.
I like the Kittle start here.
All right, we're looking good.
Like
Neighbors, BTJ, Garrett Wilson, Kittle.
Travion, he's another guy. I was getting some of him, where he was going next to RJ. And then now that he went rocket ship right up there, and I haven't drafted any since, but I get it. I get it. I think he's going to be good. I think the Patriots, they needed these type of guys though, these home run hitters. That they had the worst. I don't want to say offense because it wasn't the worst offense, but they had the worst skill position players, like collection of skill position players I've seen a team have in a very long time. And I don't even know if it's close.
Yep.
So
Who says I thought Joe Mixon. We're doing our bad takes now. Who says I thought Joe Mixon a walking boot in March wasn't a big deal. Yeah, that one was rough.
That's actually I can't go there because I don't have any Joe Mixon either. So I just another guy though. This is when being stubborn, it can be a detriment and it can also be, a positive sometimes because I'm so stubborn that I will just extend my take and I will just refuse to draft a guy even when they fall so far. And Joe Mixon's a guy I just refuse to draft. So is Nick Chubb. I love Nick Chubb. He was one of my favorite running backs to watch, favorite running backs to play in DFS. I just enjoyed watching Nick Chubb. He was such a beast. That injury just crushed him. I don't think he's got anything left.
Are you a Browns fan? Remember, are you an Ohio guy?
No,
Okay.
I'm from Mass.
Oh yeah.
So
I said a lot of RPS is Ohio. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's why I can tell you for sure that was the worst skill position group I ever seen from New England. The absolute worst. It was bad.
Yeah. No, it was super bad.
But one other take that I've had the Tyreek Hill thing going back and forth. I don't know what your take is because he's now back in the middle of the third. At times you'd see him go in the second round. Now he's kind of going later a little bit again. I think people are starting to worry a little bit about him. It does sound like Tua, I don't know. He was doing a press conference earlier and he was talking about Waddle and they were asking him questions. He brought up Malik Washington. I threw out a tweet. I said, guys, I think
I saw that. I saw your tweet. That's right. That's where I saw it. We should be
drafting some Malik Washington in the 19th and 20th round. And I got some shit from some people, aka Big T, asking me if I ever draft any good football players. No, because I draft, Jets and Calvin Ridley and, guys on bad football teams, Neil. So that's what I do. But I just think that this dude, if Tyreek Hill gets traded, quits, which I think these are very real possibilities. And when I say quit, he'll pull his hammy will tighten up in week 10. I think Malik Washington comes in and plays his role because I think Jalen Waddle already has his role. It's set in stone. I think Malik Washington's the only guy that could potentially, and I'm not saying be as good as Tyreek Hill, but play a similar role to Tyreek with the volume. With no Jonnu Smith there, it's got to be somebody.
Yeah. No. Oh, sure. We're on the clock. We are on the clock. My bad. Devonta Smith is fine with me. Jalen Waddle, Travis Hunter. Anybody else you like?
No, I'm cool with Devonta Smith. If you want to fall in,
it's a nice little fall for Devonta Smith.
I don't mind Travis Hunter, but it's a good fall. I would take him.
I like it.
Who's our start now? So we got. Oh, we're back up here.
Yeah, we have 4 receivers and a tight end so far.
Okay. What's running back? Is running back thin right now?
We can pull up Pollard.
I don't mind Pollard. We don't have to
Pollard, Hunter, or Waddle better, or Pacheco.
I don't like Waddle. I prefer getting a late Miami guy. I'd go Hunter over Waddle.
Oh, we got BTJ. Yeah, let's double stack Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's right. I'd go Hunter.
Love it.
Like that. Get the Jags going here.
I saw Wiley in chat asking if we're at 20K yet. And I just looked. I went onto the RPS YouTube, still at 19.9K. So we need a little help to get you guys to 20K.
Unbelievable. Can we get a few more subs? Ring the damn bell. Let's get a few more. I always love though when Neil he'll do like a whole show, and it's like a 4-hour show, and then at the end of the show he's like, "Oh, you know what, guys? Hit the like button on your way out. Like, make sure
you're right. I'm so bad. I'm
channel."
so bad at asking people like, by the way, could you like my video? Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. It does though. Like, it doesn't take that much effort, and it really does help. Like, for people that do their own channels, like obviously, we're coming, but like Neil does his own channel, and so like it's definitely huge. Like, to try and get Neil out there a little bit more for us too in general. It's great for us, but it's huge. Like, you know what I mean? You can kind of speak
to
it
really
a little
is.
bit, but like it really is, and it doesn't take that much time or effort to do. I know people watch from their phones sometimes, and they're doing other things and everything like that, but that like button, it goes a long way. The subscribe
really
helps as well, but the like definitely helps.
Yeah, no, I need to remember to ask people to do it, because it's easy to do. It's also easy to remember to do it. A lot of YouTubers just have it on the screen somewhere. Remember to like the button, or like do a little graphic comes up, and I don't do any of that stuff. I need to remember to do that more, because you're right. It's like, it's so huge. If you like the video, it tells YouTube people like this video. Let's send it out to more people, and then it gets you a bigger audience, and then obviously bigger audience means you can make more money off your YouTube channel. It's super important.
It's funny though, because a lot of times, and see, I'm a loser till I win the Millie. I like that name, but he says I do it automatically, so he doesn't have to ask. But a lot of times, some people, they don't even realize it. It's not like they just refuse to not hit the like button. They just it's not the first thing they think about when they come to the channel. They want to watch, they want to get the info.
I don't think of it most of the time.
Exactly. So like, that's why I'm saying it's funny, because like Neil will go like a 4-hour show, and then he'll be like, "Oh yeah," at the end. And it's like, if you just remind people, that's why I try to like say it a couple times during the show. I don't mean for it to get annoying, but it's more just like, if people come in, out, I want to remind them like, hey, if you come in and out, just throw us a like on the way out. If you're enjoying the show, you like it, which if you're watching at 4:30 on a Thursday in August, I assume you like best ball. I assume you enjoy the show. Maybe not me. Maybe you enjoy Neil, sharper guy. Man, that's probably the case. But either way, throw Neil the like. You know what I mean? Either way.
It'd be better if you throw us both likes. Who aims at S? Neil want to throw his? You mean the Run Pure Sports? I don't know if I can. I'm going to try to throw it in my chat in case you want to go there. If you want to go sub to the Run Pure channel, go sub for 20K there. I also want to just give a shout out, because I saw I'm a loser till I win Millie in chat. Just had a baby girl yesterday, Zendaya, born yesterday. So congrats to Vic for the new baby girl.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Congrats. My brother's actually gonna have his second soon.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I think like a month away. Well, I mean, who knows? But like around a month, I guess, is the due date. So, yep, number
Very
2
cool.
coming, second boy. So should be cool.
Very exciting.
All right,
you don't have any kids, do you?
No kids. I got a dog.
Me too.
I'm
me
like
too.
You're a dog guy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. My wife's all into the dogs. She'd have 20 dogs if I'd let her.
Yeah.
She's that type of person. She loves dogs.
Ooh, Aaron Jones goes. Could go Tyrone Tracy. I'd be fine with it. Wait, is Jordan Mason still there? Also, if we want to do that again,
I like Jordan Mason. We could do the hope thing where we get Tracy and Mason.
Yeah, want to try that?
Yeah, let's try that.
Let's do it. My wife will be like, we've got our dog, and she just like her regular like hobby is just like looking at other dogs on adoption websites. So yeah, she's also in the market,
and then showing you all the pictures about how cute they are, and so you're like, fine, we'll look at one.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
honestly,
just so stubborn. I like this one takes up all my time. Like, I
It is
can't.
true. It is like dogs are. It's not the same as kids. So somebody at the DraftKings Live final was arguing that having, actually it was my guest, was arguing that having dogs is just as much work as having kids. And I was like, dude, that's insane. That's not half. It's not a
Bro,
quarter. Not a tenth as much work.
I can leave my dog and go do stuff. Like my brother couldn't leave his 2-year-old, my 2-year-old nephew, like
Right.
alone. You can't, like, it's not even close. I don't even see the that's crazy. He would make that argument though to a bunch of people that probably have kids too, right?
Oh
And they're
yeah.
just looking at him like sideways and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, it was funny. But yeah, obviously that's insane. I love, like, I'm obsessed with my dog. So I'm like, if we could get another dog and it would make him happier, I would do it. Like if we thought he was going to be
Right.
happier, but he like doesn't like other, like he like barks at other dogs. I think it's like he like secretly wants to be friends, but like doesn't know how to express himself. So he just ends up like barking angrily
Does
at
he
them.
do the thing where he makes noises like he's like angry at them, but
Yes.
it's not really that. He just doesn't know how to react because
Yes.
my
It's
dog will do
exactly, it's
that.
exactly what he
And
does. Yeah. He's like
and
barking.
I've never met a dog that my dog hasn't gotten along with or loved, but when we do walks and stuff, he'll like make these
Yeah.
noises like
Yeah.
he like,
My
but I'm
dog
like, I
barks. He
swear
doesn't
he's
just make those
friendly.
noises. He barks. Yeah.
I'm like, I swear to God, he's friendly. He's the friendliest dog you'll ever meet. And they're looking at me like, I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
funny.
my dog, I guess it's not the same because he's not really that friendly. He's more like he loves me and my wife. He's like he's not really sure about anybody else. And like
Yeah, that's
so I'm
fair.
yeah, so I'm
That's fair.
it's a weird situation where it's like I love him, I want other people to love him, but it's like if we bring him to my parents' house, he's just gonna be like kind of bark at their dog and just he's a little guy though, so he's not like a real threat. It's just like a little guy kind of just not showing the love like he does
Yeah,
for us.
my dog's the opposite. He is all about the love. He'll let anyone pet him for
Oh,
like
that's great.
hours. Oh yeah, like if you want to pet him, he'll sit there and let you pet him all day. He doesn't care unless it's like he's alone with my wife and people. He's a little weird when they're just alone and he
Okay.
sees like other people. He will get weird
Protective.
sometimes. But
Same,
like
same.
if it's me and him and we go out and we see, he'll let any person come up and just pet,
Yeah.
pet. Yeah, he
He
loves
is,
it.
my dog is also way more protective of my wife. Like if they go out, he's gonna bark at everybody. If we go out, he like not necessarily gonna bark at every dog or person that goes by because he's less protective of me.
This is one of the points of the show, Kyle. You can ask any question you want. I mean, it doesn't have to actually pertain to football, but I mean, preferred football questions, but you can ask whatever. He says, I have to make a decision between Josh Allen and Derrick Henry. Henry in the first, Allen in the third, 12-man league, half PPR. I draft 10th. Thanks. Don't get a lot of season-long questions here, Neil, but I'll answer one or two every now and then. I would probably, I mean, both guys, you're not really getting the. I assume Henry is he said the first, right, and Allen the third. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I'd probably take Allen in the third. Honestly,
easily.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's if it's keeper in one of those, it's definitely Allen a third. I will say Kyle was asking the same question in my chat, and I answered it multiple times yesterday, I think, on my channel, and saw it in the other channel. So I don't know if he's actually listening to the to responses to his question. But
Well,
yeah,
Kyle, that's the answer. Allen in the third. If you are listening, if he asks again though, then I'll just know he's not listening. So, oh,
okay,
he said
he is
thanks.
listening. Okay, all right, good. So
Got
maybe
it.
it was just stepped away when I answered, but it's like I can't tell if this is a bot because he actually asked multiple times. I
He
was like,
said I
I already
must have
answered
missed
this.
it yesterday.
Okay,
Okay,
all right. That's
yeah.
cool. It's cool. I just making sure.
All right, so we're 2 picks away. We got 2 running backs, right? So we got Tracy and Mason,
Yep.
Neighbors, BTJ, Garrett Wilson, George Kittle. Okay. So we got
I would not
Fields. Fields just went, so we don't have that option. Purdy's still
Purdy.
there.
We would hope for an ETN trade to like Dallas or something. Purdy's.
Are you taking ETN? I mean, I like Purdy. If you want to just get Purdy out of the way, we do need a
I've taken very
quarterback.
little of ETN. I like. There's a part of me that's like, if he gets traded somewhere cool, I'm going to be so mad at myself for not having some ETN. Like that's like his biggest
Yeah.
out, I think. Um,
Yep.
so I'd be fine if we want to go ETN, take that, or just like Trevor Lawrence.
Well, he kind of fits our team too. We kind of could use another running back. We have Jacksonville. I feel like he kind of fits pretty well. We do have George Kittle. If you want to do but we have Purdy already with Caleb.
Yeah.
I would say ETN kind of fits more. Oh, Drake May actually fits too if we wanted a quarterback, but that's all right.
He has the same bye week as Brock Purdy, so there's
That's
a
true. Good point.
tiebreaker there. Although we are going to be very mad
I
at
don't have a lot of
else takes this as
ETN.
well. Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
we're gonna be
Because I'm super in on like Tootin. I've taken some Bigsby later. It's like we were talking about, like the running back committees. It's like I usually just take the cheaper guys most of the time.
Yeah, which makes sense because you're a value whore like me. So it's like we want the best value, and hope that like you said, ETN goes somewhere. Hopefully not cool. Hopefully somewhere where he
hopefully it
does
goes
not
to
smash.
Houston or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, if he goes to Houston, it might kill what he marks, but
True.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll be okay with that. Or like Cleveland, go to Cleveland. Go somewhere just to be terrible. Go to Cleveland. Probably won't happen.
I would hate that for my Judkins and Ford bags. I would hate it so much because they would just be dead, I think, if ETN goes there.
That was the report though, Neil. That's what makes me not like Quinshon Judkins even more, is like Rossini reported that Cleveland, the Chiefs, and I'm blanking on the third team, but they all in on looking for a veteran running back. And I was like, oh, the
I
Saints,
saw that.
I think. The
Saints, yeah,
I'm like,
yep.
I'm like, the Saints in
Right.
Cleveland want
Like,
a
where did that
vet?
come from? Yeah.
Why?
I'm with you.
What are we doing? I mean, I get it, Samson Ford, but
I don't know how credible Rossini is. She was also one that was like all summer, like Aaron Rodgers close to a deal. The Vikings are going to trade for Aaron Rodgers, and it was just like, no, that's just what Aaron Rodgers' camp is feeding you. And like even after it was like the Vikings came out and said we don't want him, she was still like, I still think he's going to end up on the Vikings. It's just like, all right, at some point you're just you're telling on yourself a little bit. Maybe that was just a one-off situation, but little skepticism.
Saints do love the old, so I could see it. I could totally see it.
Yeah.
What did you think of the trade overall? We didn't even really broach the subject of the Ville trade.
Oh, it's bizarre. I cannot believe that the Saints did that. Why would the Saints trade for Devon Ville? Like, it's not like he's like some up and coming star. He's 26, 27 years old, decent receiver. Why are you giving up draft picks? It made absolutely zero sense for them. I love it though for the Broncos receivers like Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, wheels up. Feel a lot better about drafting those guys.
Yeah, it makes me feel very good about my Pat Bryant bags because I don't have a lot of Troy Franklin. I think I only got like 5%. I wish I had a little bit more, but I got a lot of Pat Bryant. So I do feel much better about the Pat Bryant stuff now. And I think the scenario, just the whole scenario of the Broncos becomes a lot more clearer, even though it's Devon Ville. And I'm not saying he's some amazing player, but it just opens up a spot where you're like, okay, that takes one guy out of the mix in a seemed like a jammed wide receiver room, and where they were, from what Sean Payton was talking, he was talking like he was going to rotate all of them. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, that sucks. If he's going to rotate like 5 receivers, that's going to really suck. But if it's 4, that's a little better. I can stomach that.
Yep.
So
no, it helps quite a bit for those.
I don't know why the Saints did it. We'll make this pick and then I'll. I assume
you want to rant? Yeah.
Yeah, I assume we know where we're going at least for the first pick. Anyways, we should take Trevor and just get it over with.
Yeah.
What do you do with, like, are you handcuffing running backs ever? What's your take on that? Because I
think it's okay. It's not a priority for me to handcuff running backs. But I'm
you're
fine
okay
with it.
doing it? Is my question more. Okay.
I am okay doing it. Do you want to go Stevenson here? And Jaden, do you like Jaden Blue?
I like Jaden Blue. I'm not as high on Stevenson, but if you like Stevenson, I like it's fine. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Here's by the ranks. Yeah, let's go Jaden Blue. I'm happy with that.
So we're at 2 quarterbacks now, right?
We're at 2, 4, 5, 1. with Purdy and T-Law.
Purdy and T-Law. Okay. The only other thing I was thinking is reach a little bit on a QB and then backstack, but who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we still fall. Maybe we still fall to that spot. But back to the Saints for a second. The only way, because you said like, why in the world would they trade a draft pick? Like Sean Payton had to just call them up, old buddies. You know,
Yep.
this is how I picture it, anyways. Like, hey, I got this dilemma. I got 5 really good receivers, and I need to get rid of one. Will you guys take Ville? He's good. I swear he's good.
Yeah.
And give me a 4th. I'll give you a 7th. That's how I picture it, honestly. Like working out. Like Sean Payton just like talked them into trading for Devon Ville of all of them. So
who says wasn't it 2? I think it might have been 2 draft picks. I think that might be right.
Was it a 4th and a 7th?
I think that sounds right. Yeah, one of them might be a future year.
It was. Yeah. One of them was 26 and one of them was 27.
Yeah.
So I think it was like a 4th and a 7th and a 26 and a 27. You're right. It was 2 picks. But
crazy.
Crazy
stuff.
Reg. He always finds a way to make
Reg.
an appearance.
Look at that guy.
On the show.
Come on up here, Reg.
Come on up.
Give him a lick. Give him a lick on the mouth.
He just licked he loves to lick my elbow for whatever reason. That's always cute. My elbow, dude. It's funny. He'll lick my wife's face like in just like bone dry, like just will nonstop. Me, no. But he'll lick like my arms, my knee, like whatever. He don't care about that. But
my dog like chews on my beard. He'll lick my face. Like he'll lick me if I let him. I like try to like pull away, and he just like chews. It, like hurts sometimes. So like lick me, and then like grab into my beard. I'm like, dude, that's don't love that. Don't love that.
That's too much. He knows better. He won't do anything like that. No way. Absolutely not.
My favorite is he. So like I said, he's a little guy. He's a little Maltese. He'll like come up and just like give me a little kiss on the calf, just to like let me know he's there. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's the funniest part is he's a big guy and he thinks he's a little guy. That's why I said like he'll lick my knee, he'll lick my like he's telling me I'm here, my elbow. Like, hey, you know what he is telling me though? I'll tell you what he's telling me. He's telling me that I need to eat. I'm gonna throw some food in his bowl real quick.
All right. Yeah, you do that.
Before you get there.
Cool. I'll make the picks. All right. So our team, I'll start by reading off what our team is to remind myself. So it's a 2-4-5-1. Got Brock Purdy, Tyrone Tracy, Jordan Mason, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Garrett Wilson, George Kittle, Devontae Smith, Travis Hunter, Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, and Jaden Blue. That's confusing. Travis Hunter, Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, Jaden Blue. Team looking good. 2-4-5-1. Guess we could do a running back here. We're pick 155. Bryce Young goes. Was sort of hoping to get Bryce Young. Don't love it.
Bryce Young went. Oh,
Bryce Young went the pick before us.
Damn.
Ray Davis at 155.
How is Penix still there?
Yeah, do you want to try Penix and do some sort of back stack?
We can. It's
not the best back stack.
No, it's the worst. But
let's go Ray Davis. We can consider Penix on the other side if he's still there.
So the Penix back stack is more just like what your take is with Ray. I've heard that Washington's been getting some praise. But like you said, it's not really the best. Algiers not the best running back to like stack with the quarterback. We probably won't get him anyways, even if he's still there.
Could do Geno or something. I don't know.
Do you want to do that,
or do you want to do? Or do you want to just do like Rashad White, Tyjae Spears?
I'm fine with Spears again if you like Spears. Yeah. You're right. It's a bad back stack.
Yeah.
It's a bad back stack. And honestly, we got two solid ones. I'm fine with where we're at.
Well, just like at our next pick, we might have a shot at like Sam Darnold or Aaron Rodgers, somebody else. Just like
we could go like Sam Darnold, and if Horton's still there, or Royal, or something like that.
I will say I like one thing that I've learned using the sidekick is sometimes it's okay to just have like a quarterback who's completely unstacked. Just like take the points that Penix gives you. Like he'll have those 25-point games. And yeah, it sucks that you don't have Drake London, who's probably going off for somebody, but like you can just get points out of your third quarterback and you don't need all of them to be stacked, even though like we like it. We'd prefer them all to be stacked, but you can just sometimes accept more points. So I do a little bit more of that this year than I have in years past, at least.
Yeah, I just know it's not like your preferred method, pretty much,
Yeah.
getting the unstacked quarterback. And I do think Penix is also one of those quarterbacks where, some quarterbacks you don't mind them being unstacked, certain ones. He's definitely one like I kind of would mind it.
He's not going to run that much. Yeah.
He's not going to run that much. So, I mean, they got Bijan and Algier. He's not going to run that much. He's a pocket guy anyway. So, yeah, not the best quarterback to be backstacking, probably. Did you see DraftKings throughout the past Milly Maker winner from last year?
Wait, what?
They threw out the lineup of the team that won last year.
No.
Did you see it? They posted it on the.
No. I thought you were saying like they threw it out, like he cheated, so like it got thrown out.
No. No, they like dropped it on the social. It's just funny looking back at like some of the picks, like some of the team, like the guy had a sick team, but like he had multiple. His tight end was Trey McBride, but he had two tight ends that were zeros like all year besides Trey McBride. He had Sinat and Theo Johnson, who literally did nothing all year.
Yeah.
And that just tells you like how massive that stretch Trey McBride had at the end of the year with like those stud tight ends. So like really they're just a cheat code if you hit them at the right time. Like if they hit those big games in that playoff stretch, they really are a cheat code. I kind of wish I had more, like in hindsight, of the stud tight ends.
Yeah, I've got a lot this year, so hopefully they work out this year.
Hopefully.
I just saw that I was tagged in a post by Scott Barrett. Apparently Alec Pierce is on the trading block. There's a rumor that Alec Pierce is on the trading block. I can't tell if this is a legitimate source.
That'll tell you AD Mitchell's absolutely balling, like they've been saying. He's been balling in camp.
Yeah. I can't. Is this a legitimate source? I'm only seeing it from one person.
And it wouldn't shock me though. It wouldn't shock. I mean, Alec Pierce is a solid player.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like even your Minnesota team, like Alec Pierce could work. Like he could be a guy that he won't complain if he doesn't get the ball. Like I love those guys when you have like a star, like when you have JJ on your team, you know what I mean? Cause like he'll have his one-on-ones where you can throw it up to him, but he's not going to bitch if he doesn't get it. And I think those are the guys that you really want.
He's a better Jalen Nailor. Like essentially he's just a better Jalen Nailor. Works perfectly.
Yeah, I think he's way better. He doesn't look like he's got massive speed too. Oh, we're up. Yeah, I
got one guy and one guy only. Yeah.
I'm cool with it. It really does seem like Thielen's gone. So if Thielen is gone, I think that has to be more about Coker than anyone else on the team.
Oh, Coker to me is the wide receiver 2 on the team, and he's a good wide receiver too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have a take on Jimmy Horn, but I think it says more about Coker than anyone else.
With that said, Jonnu Smith, Harold Fannin. I assume you don't want Xavier Leggett. We could, or we could take Aaron Rodgers here.
Pat Bryant, baby, that's who I'd take. Pat Bryant.
Oh yeah, I don't hate that.
I can't believe he's still there. How is he still there? That's a sweet pick right there.
Yeah, he does not seem to be budging that much in ADP. I think Troy Franklin is moving quicker than Pat Bryant.
Yeah, I agree with you. Everyone's trying to get their Troy Franklin bags up. Everyone's already got some Pat Bryant, I feel like, but everyone's trying to.
Yeah,
because I think a lot of people were taking Ville over Troy Franklin early, and now they're like, oh crap, and they're scrambling a little bit trying to get him. Yeah. I don't likely get huge bonehead. I mean, I'm just not a fan of him. I think he's kind of slow. He's just not as talented as some of these other guys. And Tet's just going to be way better than him. And then I think Coker is just going to push him to the third guy. And then, like I said, eventually I think Jimmy Horn could push him to the fourth guy. That's definitely not going to happen immediately. That would happen like late in the year. But I think Coker pushes him to the 3 pretty close to immediately, and then Tet's the alpha. So what's left for Leggett, if that happens.
Yep. No, I'm glad that we're on the same page. We're taking the guy that's been a 20th rounder instead of the guy who's been like going to pick 150. I just think Coker's that much better than Leggett. Like I just don't even want to split my shares there that much.
Yeah, and that's what you'd be doing anyways. Even though Leggett is kind of falling a little bit, you're still drafting 2 guys like later. So the fall is not that big of a deal in my opinion.
I might do it like if the team before us, so the Bryce Young team, if they had taken Coker, then this might have been a case where I'd have been like, you know what, Leggett's probably going to rise up too. So this might have been a team where I would have thought about taking a Leggett share. I just like I'm going to take I'm going to focus on taking Coker, not really focus on taking Leggett, I think.
Well, it's still a value from where he was going, right? He's still falling, so you can look at it that way too, where it's like it's still value at that point. I'd be fine with it, but I actually just moved Coker up to 180. So
that's funny. We just
you're right on the same
179. Yep,
same wavelength.
Right on. Because he's gonna I think if Thielen gets moved and Coker continues to get steamed, I think Coker starts moving up to ADP, like getting taken regularly at like pick 150 or so. Like I think like in the Romeo Dobbs, Josh Palmer kind of range would be my guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we can get a little bit of a discount on that. I'll take that.
Honestly, though, like there's not much of a difference in that range to the range he's in anyways. I think it's like very thin, to be honest. Like receiver gets very thin once you get into that Romeo Dobbs range, in my opinion. I did see something about them possibly trading him. I don't know if that happens.
I saw that too.
We'll see. It did seem like Jordan Love and him are like pretty close. So, and he likes Romeo Dobbs, but it doesn't. Who knows if the organization and him are on a great wave? That's why I think it could happen. We're up now.
We are up. We got 20 seconds. Do you like any of these quarterbacks, or is there any other?
So when we get into this quarterback range, like I don't take any, but Daniel Jones is a starter, and we know it now.
We could just skip it.
I'm fine skipping it.
Harold Fannin.
I like Fannin. I like Fannin. I'm in on Fannin. Are you cool with 2 quarterbacks? I'm
cool with 2. Yeah, we got 2 pretty good ones. Okay. Brock Purdy, T-Law. I think it's fine.
How many running backs do we have on this team? Do we have any?
We have 6 running backs, 7 receivers.
Okay. And 2 tight ends now, or 3?
2. Yeah, we have Kittle and Fannin.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Here's the running backs.
I do like Monangai and Sean Tucker.
Of course you like Monangai.
Ollie Gordon, but I assume he's gone.
Yeah, pretty sure I saw him.
He does fit with Kittle too. We get the correlation with Monangai, and
yeah, let's do that.
I don't think Roshan is a threat. And this is one that I definitely got wrong because I drafted some Roshan and Kyle Monangai. So I do have both, but I probably should have just been drafting Kyle Monangai and DeAndre Swift and not just like the whole backfield. I do think though the reason why I was drafting them was because I felt like if they're not going to sign anyone else or anyone like relevant, it's going to be an opportunity where DeAndre Swift probably doesn't get the goal line touches. And it's maybe like a 60-40 split other than that, which can be valuable for a back end running back in Ben Johnson's offense if it's good.
Right. Yep.
And I obviously think it's going to be good. So I saw value in whoever wins the second, like the RB2 role. And so back then my take was like, could be Roshan Johnson. He's a bigger guy. He's, been around just a little bit longer. Monangai's a 7th round pick. But the more I watch Kyle Monangai and then hear like the coach speak on him and what they like about him, like I just feel like he's going to win the RB2 role if they don't sign anyone else or trade for anyone, which they might do. Who knows? I mean, they might try and like trade for someone, but I feel like Monungai's the guy, and everyone I hear talk about him like loves the way he runs. Like it's just
Yeah.
the funniest thing. Like they all love the way he just grinds out yards. There was one
Yep.
play in the preseason where he got destroyed in the backfield and should have lost like 8 yards and just like kept his feet under him, somehow stayed upright and got back to the line of scrimmage. And I'm like, yeah, that's why these coaches talk about him the way they do, because
Yep.
of stuff like that, pretty much. So I am fully on that train of Monungai, RB2, probably gets goal line work because he's just a tough ass runner.
I'm trying to remember who I was talking to or listening to was talking about Monungai of like, yeah, just like watch him play. Like he's actually really good. He's going to be like, I feel like everybody had like a pretty negative prospect grade on him. So it's another situation where it's like the people I trust were not super in on Monungai, but even like JJ Zacharyson was one of them who was not really in on Monungai, is like, but he's a pretty good bet right now on DraftKings, like late in drafts. Like this is, he, even though I didn't love him as a prospect for this 1 year, like he has a really nice situation. The team doesn't love Roshan. So yeah, I like it.
This is another
Seems
good
like
point.
pretty good. Yep.
There's been zero reporting. You're 100% right. Zero reporting on Roshan compared to Monungai. Monungai is the 2 that you want in the backfield. Roshan also done nothing. I agree. And now the injury on top, like it just all seems bad for Roshan. And as long as Monungai stays healthy, it seems like he's got the inside track at least of the 2 spot. Because I think Swift's fully in on his role. Like he's got his role. He knows the offense, or he's more familiar with it.
Yep.
But the goal line is definitely up for grabs. I don't think that's Swift.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think Monungai makes a lot of sense. Did you see the question from Keebs, which I already answered in chat, but it says for half PPR league, would you keep Kyron Williams in the 7th round, Chase Brown in the 7th round, or Brock Bowers in the 9th round? To me, that one is like really easily Brock Bowers. I think he's the best, like the clear best prospect of that group. And he goes the last from that. So that's like a 100% smash Brock Bowers there.
I think it's Brock Bowers. I will just say in leagues, like the season-long leagues, normally running backs are more valued for whatever reason in the half point. So that'd be the only case to keep one, is if your league mates are all just keeping running backs. Because I agree with you. I'd rather take Bowers with the extra 2 rounds. But it just like, that's where like you got to know who if everyone else is keeping running backs and the running back pool is going to be super thin because they're all keeping running backs, then I would take Chase Brown.
Sure.
Just because of the offense. But if that's not the case and it's going to be more split with like wide receivers, running backs, maybe a quarterback, then I'd keep Bowers. That's my answer to it though.
All right. Who do you like here? Reynolds, Royals, Sean Tucker, Trevor Etienne, if you want to go both double Etienne here. Malik Washington, I know is one of your guys.
It's one of my guys. I do like him. I like Sean. We don't need a running back, I don't think, but I like Royals and Malik Washington a lot.
We got Josh Reynolds. That's all right.
Josh Reynolds. I have some Josh Reynolds too, so I don't like.
Okay, good.
Him.
We're on the same page. Yeah, it was
to me.
It was like those all seem
fine on this team. Do you? How many running
backs? We've got 7. Yeah, so we probably need a wide receiver more at this point.
I would take Royals or Washington. We do have Pat Bryant. You could take a tight end too if you like a tight end. You see,
unless Troy Franklin is here, I don't see him. All right.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah, let's go Royals. I think that's a fun late round dart.
Yeah, and we got a little Denver piece for a little week 17 correlation there. So I like that.
A 2792 build, a little bit unique.
That's definitely got to be unique, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be unique. But honestly, I like our tight ends. I like the quarterbacks. Like, if you're going to go 2 tight ends, I do think you want, like, for sure, one of Bowers, McBride, Kittle. Like, I wouldn't do 2 tight ends with – I've seen people do it with, like, Kelsey and Andrews, or I don't like that as much, honestly. I would still rather go 3, even if it's just the last pick and it's like one of those guys at the very end. Like, I still would want to go 3.
We got the spots for it.
Roy's been out with like knee tendonitis.
Yeah,
so
not ideal, but
No.
But for a rookie to miss time is never great, but I think he's all right.
I just hope he's ready when Rashid Rice gets suspended.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah,
that's when he's
exactly.
going to play. So
Yep.
if Rashid Rice plays 4 games before he gets suspended, I think that's huge for Royals because it
Yep.
sounds like the league wants to give him 8 from what Scheffner was talking about. They want at least 8, and his representation or whoever, they're saying that the policy says pretty much 6 under the guidelines for the NFL. So they want 6, right? So they're working through that. I feel like from what Scheffner was saying, but if anywhere from 6 to 8, that's good for Royals because he gets 4 weeks to start the season to kind of figure it out, maybe get his knee stuff figured out, and then he can pop off in those weeks, which is when we want him anyways. We want him healthy for the Riceless weeks. Him being there with Rice, we're going to get zeros pretty much those weeks anyways.
Yeah.
So
that's a good call. Yeah, it's better for him that Rice is missing later because that's when he's like hopefully
exactly
ready.
That's what made me like him more, honestly, was that he was missing later, so he gets a little more time to learn the offense. That's more my take behind the Royal stuff. But all right, the draft's wrapping up right now. I will say we did have a few people watching that were in it, so if you do want us to check out your team, feel free. We will gladly rank it, shit on it, give you love if you need a little love. We'll give you some love. Let us know. We will happily do that. Neil, do you want to just read through the team that we drafted real quick?
Yeah. Let's start with our team. So we have Brock Purdy, Tyrone Tracy, Jordan Mason, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Garrett Wilson, George Kittle, Devontae Smith, Travis Hunter, Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, Jaden Blue, Ray Davis, Tyjae Spears, Jalen Coker, Pat Bryant, Harold Fannin, Kyle Monangai, Josh Reynolds, and Jalen Royals, a 2.792. Any draft you can get Jalen Coker at 179 feels pretty good.
And you said this is from like a 2.792. That's something unique for you, right? You're not drafting a ton of but I like that. In these type of contests, I like taking some shots on some unique builds and stuff like that. These are the contests to do it. The big Millie and stuff like that. Yeah, that's where you take your chance. We do have Devin in chat said
Devin, Swoop, and Steve. So I'll find Devin first. So Devin's team is a 3.683. Very, very classic build.
Do we know what pick Swoop is?
Well, I saw the name is Swoop, so I can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, that's good. As long as his name is Swoop. So
he's the 4th pick. Steve, the 2nd pick. Devin, the 5th. All right.
You guys are battling.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to look at it by the draft board or look at the team on the side here? What do you think is easier?
I think the draft board. I will say it does feel a little like cluttered sometimes. I zoom in, but I don't know. What do you think? I normally do draft board, but
yeah, let's do that. We can zoom in a little bit. All right. That was too much, apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
All right. So we'll start with Devin's team. Devin goes. No, never mind. Let's just start from the left side of the board. Sorry, we're going to start with Steve's team. We'll work over to Swoop, then Devin. Steve 3.683 goes Bijan Robinson, T. Higgins, Trey McBride, Jaden Daniels, Jamison Williams, Tony Pollard, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Caleb Johnson, Christian Kirk, Rashid Shaheed, Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler, Geno Smith, Dante Thornton, Aaron Rodgers, Justice Hill, Pat Freiermuth, DJ Giddens, and Roman Wilson. So it looks like he's very stacked up.
Very stacked.
So Jaden, he did not have a stack early on with Jaden, but then he adds on Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler to that one. He goes Geno along with. Does he have stacks there? Geno with. Maybe not.
Did I see a Raider? Do you have Thornton? Yeah, you had Thornton.
Oh yeah. Dante Thornton, and then Rodgers with Freiermuth, Roman Wilson, and Caleb Johnson.
So he did do a good job, like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, week 7. He did get correlation. That game's in Cleveland. I don't know how amazing that week 17 stack's gonna be, but I will say it's probably going to be like a stack that not many people want to take. And he did do a good job of, correlating between that game there and Jaden. I kind of wish you did the Lane pick too at the very end. I wish you got a little
Oh yeah,
Jalen Lane at
could
the
have been
end. That
fun.
would have been that would have made me like it a little
But
bit
I think
more.
Lane went before. Lane went a couple picks before him,
Oh, they
so he
stole Lane
did not
from
have
him.
the opportunity. Yeah,
Damn, I like the Giddens pick. I'm in on him. I like how he did the Eckler Ertz. I
yeah,
like
me
that.
too.
He
Unique.
like he just honestly, I would be lower. I would be high on this team from a correlation standpoint if I just took my biases of the teams that he stacked aside,
Right.
because Pittsburgh, even New Orleans, where he got some New Orleans pieces, Cleveland, these are just teams I'm super low on outside of like flyer picks at the end. I do like that you got Roman Wilson. I think that's a good flyer pick. I think Rodgers, is probably going to be tough on him because he's a young kid. So he's probably going to be
True.
very up and down. But that's my thing is if I throw out biases, he did a really good job of correlating, stacking. This would be like a B or a B plus. If I bring my biases in, I take it to like a C because I just don't. I'm just not taking a lot of these teams or overly on these teams.
Yeah, like I think the team makes a lot of sense. I think it's like a lot of the same form, but I really like the start, like Bijan, T. Higgins, Trey
Mhm.
McBride, Jaden Daniels, Jamison Williams, Tony
I
Pollard.
love JMO. The JMO pick in the fifth round is my favorite pick.
Actually, got a really nice fall on Caleb Johnson too. Like I'm not high on Caleb Johnson, but at 98, that feels. I
Is
actually
a
think
good
this is a
ball,
pretty strong team.
and he stacked that game.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying if I put my biases aside, it's like a B plus.
yeah, it's an easy B plus for me. I think
Easy.
this is like, and like normally I don't want to have a 3 quarterback team with both Geno Smith and Aaron Rodgers, but when you've got Jaden Daniels, he's already got a really strong quarterback. Yeah, I think he scooped a lot of nice value on this team. I really like
Steve,
Christian Kirk at 119.
Steve is sharp. The question is, who's the sharpest in the family? That's the question. Is it
Well,
my
that's
girl Meg or is it
yeah,
Steve?
that's no
That's
question, no question. Meg, like, does laps around Steve. No, yeah, very, very
Meg
sharp
knows that
family.
Meg
They're
knows
both
the
very sharp.
actually Meg knows
Yeah,
the answer to that question. So
yeah, yeah.
I was Neil. I was trying to give Steve a little love there. I was trying to give him a little love, and then you came in. You were like fucking
No,
the Rock
baby brother,
elbow.
come on. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you just gave him the elbow drop right there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, very, very sharp
love
family.
Meg. Yeah,
Steve, no,
great.
but the thing is, no, it's Meg is she's the underdog girl. Steve is the DraftKings guy, so he's the DraftKings sharp.
Love that. Love that.
Um,
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
Meg is big on the UD, but
All right,
who else? Who else
swoop
we got? Swoop.
swoop here in the 4 hole goes 2-6-9-3. That's kind of unique too. CeeDee Lamb, Bucky Irving, Omarion Hampton, George Pickens, Emeka Egbuka, Matthew Golden, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, J.K. Dobbins, Marvin Mims, Tucker Kraft, Jake Ferguson, Ramondre Stevenson, Cedric Tillman, Kate Otten, Keaton Mitchell, Troy Franklin, Taj Brooks, Cavante Turpin, and Jalen Lane. Got a lot of the guys that we like here. I mean, right at the end, you get Jalen Lane, Cavante Turpin. I like Taj Brooks, Troy Franklin. So strong from that standpoint. So it sounds like you're not very high on Cleveland. I'm like starting to buy in. I have like very little exposure. Anytime I talk to like the fantasy points guys, they're like, you need to be getting more of Jerry Judy, Cedric Tillman, like because I think there's two minds about how to think about them. And I tend to think of it as like, well, they were only good with Jameis Winston last year. But then the pushback is they were only bad with Deshaun Watson. Like Deshaun Watson is just a dumpster fire. And you put in any other quarterback there, and they're actually a pretty good offense. Kevin Stefanski, a great offensive coordinator. So I'm like, I kind of like getting a little bit of Cleveland in there. I'm trying to work in a little bit more. Although, like you say, it is Pittsburgh in week 17, which could be kind of brutal. So I don't know. It's one that I'm like, I don't hate it at value. If you can get a good value on Jerry Judy, Cedric Tillman, I think it makes some sense to mix them in there.
I mean, not just Pittsburgh though. You got Buffalo at Chicago.
Yeah,
That is a brutal
true.
playoff schedule right there. I'm just
Okay.
saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like at Chicago, at in Cleveland, and then against Buffalo at home. Like those are not the greatest environments. I feel like high scoring. But I get what you're saying with Cleveland. So my Cleveland take is I just don't want anyone until like the Cedric Tillman range. I think
Yeah.
Cedric Tillman's a good player.
Tillman at
I just don't wanna
165 is pretty nice, though. Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to draft any Cleveland before 165 or like 150, like 150
Okay.
plus. So I'm fine with taking a Cleveland piece or two, but I don't love stacking them. One of the reasons why is I get what you're saying. Like when you look at the numbers without Deshaun and you put anyone else in there, they look pretty good. But the problem is and Deshaun was just holding the football. That's why he was
Right.
holding the football, even though the offensive line was bad. He was making it worse because like he was holding the ball way too long on top of it, not getting rid of it, running around. So it definitely didn't help. But when you have four quarterbacks, and my opinion on the situation, if you look at their schedule, the beginning of that schedule is brutal. So yeah, Joe Flacco is going to start, but he has a brutal start. And I think what happens is by week 7 or 8, the second quarterback starts. And then after the bye week, and I think it's 9 is the bye week.
By
So
week
like
9,
week
yep.
10 or 11, you could see the rookie start, one of the rookies, so whoever it is, whoever they deem you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the way I envision it. They're in a tough division. They start out with a brutal schedule. They end with a brutal playoff schedule. So it doesn't line up for me to be like correlate, stack. It's fine to have one or two pieces. I just don't want to be
Sure.
too heavy. That's more my take. It's more I think they play 4 quarterbacks this year. I think they give all these guys a look at some point, which is not good for any receiver because what do we want with the receiver? We want developed chemistry throughout the year. We want them to find their guy. And Joe Flacco is definitely the best guy for fantasy to start anyways. It's probably Joe Flacco and Shador. It's not Kenny Pickett, and I don't think it's Dylan Gabriel. So
Yeah. I just Cleveland, an interesting spot. But what do you think of the team overall? 2-6-9-3. I mean, Pickens at 45, Egbuka at 52. I took him at 53 in a couple drafts earlier today. So that's the earliest I've taken him right there. It's tough because I'm like, man, he used to be in the hundreds. Like you get him in the hundreds a couple months ago, and now he's flown up so much. So I've been like moving up just a little bit behind where the rest of the field is. So not getting him a lot lately. So I had to force it to just jump to 53, and now that's just where he's going. What do you think of that? The
I've been refusing to take him in like the 50s, but I get it, and I love his team. I love the way his team kind of rounded out, fell. Yeah, there's a couple picks that I'm not like super high on, but overall, I think he did a great job.
Baker,
I really
Egbuka, and Bucky. Yep.
And he got Dak and Baker.
And yep.
Yeah, like the only pick I don't like from a player I don't think Stevenson's gonna be amazing this year. I think it's gonna be Travion.
You got him at 148 though. You get 148 is the spot to take from Hunter Stevenson. You get him there.
And he potentially could be the second RB in a backfield that's going to play 2 running backs. They're not going to play just Travion. The people that think like, oh, Travion is not getting like 75% of the work. It's not like a Chase Brown situation where he just gets all the work when he's great. Nope. They're going to keep him. Well, the idea behind it, and it was the same thing in college, is like kind of keep those type of guys fresh so they have those big plays. You know what I mean? Those like home run hitters. So they don't want to overload him early, I think. And I also think he's their best weapon, like already. I think he's their number one weapon. That doesn't mean he's their best offensive player, but I think he's their like X factor weapon that teams are going to really need to game plan to stop the big plays. He's that guy. That's not Stephon Diggs. It's not Demario Douglas, Hunter Henry. I'm trying to think of all the offensive guys. Like, it's not those guys. You know what I mean? I think it's him. It's not Stevenson. I'll tell you that. He's a plotter, but if you get a few goal line touchdowns, like that could work, at that pick.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
Love his team. I'd give it a B+.
Yeah, I think it's a strong team. A lot of really fun picks, players that I like. All right, Devin, apologies. We like teased we were going to start with Devin, and now We have not gotten there, and
I
it's been
know.
like 15 minutes. Devin 3683 starts with Saquon Barkley, Lad McConkey, Kyron Williams, Xavier Worthy, Zay Flowers, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Evan Ingram, Brian Robinson, Drake May, Braylon Allen, Pop Douglas, Darnell Mooney, Michael Penix, Tyler Algier, Ollie Gordon, De'Ami Brown, Ray McLeod, Elijah Arroyo, and Kayshon Boutte is the full team. So again, 3683 has got Mahomes with Kelce and Worthy. I don't know if you got anybody else in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is actually a solid team too. I think it's an interesting start to the build where he went like Kelce, Ingram,
Yeah.
B Rob in there. B Rob's a guy that I think is a good pick if you're getting him at a falling price. I have got him in like the 130s the last couple drafts I've done, which has been nice.
Yeah.
But that's been like super recently. So like, yeah, if you're getting him anywhere in a falling price tag, I think it's okay. I like his stacks. He did a good job there. I do like the Kayshon Boutte pick is a very interesting 20th round pick because I do think that he's got a chance to play ahead of Kyle Williams to start.
That's
now,
the rumors that he's going to be a starting wide receiver. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but they've been talking him up a lot from what I've heard and like what he's done so far. I also, though, like Kyle Williams, I've heard he looks good over there, like in camp. So it's kind of like what's true, what's not. Is Stephon Diggs like fully healthy? That could be playing into it too. Maybe they don't want the rook coming in there to start like in the very beginning. They want someone who's been there for at least another year. So yeah, I think it's a sneaky pick.
It feels a lot like last year in New England is the tough part because like we were all buying all these different parts of New England, Jalen Polk, Javon Baker, who's going to be the guy? And then it was like, you don't want any of the guys that we drafted for the most part. It was like pretty gross. And it kind of the worry.
We all in that.
Okay. All right. We all wanted.
I drafted Zamir White, so we can make fun of me for that.
Yeah.
I am not being involved in the Jalen Polk, Javon Baker scenario or massacre, whatever you want to put in that scenario.
That's on me. I fell for the hype. Everybody was like super in on, Jalen Polk is going to be the wide receiver one. He's going to be so good with Drake May. I fell for other people. Yeah, it was. I was not the leader of that bandwagon. It was other people kept on talking about it, and I was like, I guess I'll take him.
There were a lot of sharp people on that bandwagon. There were a lot of other people on that bandwagon. So like you were not the only person on that bandwagon. A lot of people were trying to figure out who the guy because New England had no one. So everyone's like,
it seemed like somebody needs to emerge. Somebody's going to be the guy here.
And then we were like,
Pop
shit,
Douglas
it was
fine.
no one.
Yeah.
We were like, shit, it's Austin Hooper or whatever. Like it's Austin Hooper who scored touchdowns over Hunter Henry. That was tilting every time it happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Malachi Corley. I drafted some Corley.
What about Jonathan Brooks? Mr. Grapefruit says, yeah. Again, this is in best ball. I would not say that I have many guys that I feel like I'm the leader on, and none of these guys are guys. I fell for Jonathan Brooks. I didn't take a ton of Malachi Corley. I fell for some Jonathan Brooks hype. But I would say I was the leader on Khalil Herbert.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. I was the leader on the Khalil Herbert bandwagon, I think, and that did not go well at all. So, I'll take the blame for that one.
Well, he got like dealt to though after, and
it was just a bad situation.
What are you gonna? That's the thing about best ball though. Like when you do this stuff, you have to make takes on, or you have to have like your stances on everyone. They don't have to be hard stances though. You can be indifferent to some people. But like you have to have the takes on these guys in general. So you're making a ton of takes. You're not going to, no one's hitting 1,000 or batting 1,000 with takes, or even like 60%. Like you're going to miss on a lot of takes. Even the best ball guys are going to miss on a good amount of takes. It's just when you hit on, one or two that can somehow catapult you. Like my guy, Felix Castro, when he won the Milly in DraftKings back in, I think it was 2022.
Sounds right.
He had a massive stance on Jamar Chase, his rookie year, and Najee Harris. and those guys smashed. That was the year that Chase was like falling because there were reports he couldn't catch a ball in practice.
His rookie year.
Yeah. And then he just had so much of them, and that helped them, win the Milly over on DraftKings. So I mean, like, you don't need every take like that to be right, but you do need like the hard stance ones, the ones where you're like, I'm planting
A few really
these
good
guys.
takes. Yeah.
That's all you need. You don't need a ton. You just need a couple. So
all right, Devin. So yeah, I think I don't know. You need to take Mahomes at 68. I guess he was setting up. He already had Worthy, so he set up Mahomes at 68. So he could take Kelsey at 77, and then he gets Ingram as part of the stack. So it'll be unique, I guess. That combo is probably going to be fairly unique.
Did he get Royals too at the end?
I think we got Royals. Didn't we get Royals?
We did get Royals. You're right. I think.
Yeah.
I still like his team though. Like you said, that's going to be unique. He didn't get any any Troy Franklin or Pat Bryant, right?
He did
got
not.
Ollie Gordon. I like that.
Yeah, he did get Ollie Gordon.
He did a good job like backstacking too, honestly, with some of these teams that we don't love stacking, but like getting Ray, got Algier, he got the falling Penix, he had Mooney. Yeah, he did a pretty good job. I like this team. What do you think?
I like it too. Yeah, I think it's a strong team. He gets the fall, takes the falling Penix Valley where you already have Mooney at 149. So that feels pretty good to get Penix at 164 on a team where you're already stacked up with Mooney. Yeah, I think he did a good job with this team. Very strong.
A lot of like high upside guys too early, like Worthy, Flowers, like high upside, like type of players. Like if I feel like those guys are like very boom bust, but that's good. It's kind of good for best ball. So yeah, I like it. I think it's solid.
I saw DP Ryan was also in chat. I don't know if you want us to go over. He said he did not really like his team, I think.
Oh, he didn't like his team.
Correctly.
He took
what did he say?
He took the hamstring combo though, the one we thought about.
He did, yeah.
First draft. Took the double hamstring combo with Tyreek Hill. So
yeah, I said I was at 6. I hate it. So he drafted from my favorite spot on the board. Let's see. So he goes Jefferson, Brown, Tyreek Hill. Oh man, he's just like going all in on these guys that are a little bit questionable right now. He gets Jalen Hurts though at 43 with AJ Brown.
That's why he hates it. That's why
they're all hurt.
No, because he went in on all questionable guys early.
Yeah.
And when you go draft your team and you start with your early picks and you take guys that in your head are somewhat questionable, but you feel like are values, you're never going to like it when you look back at that team. Yeah. The early picks are the ones you want to love, right, Neil? Like the early picks are the ones you want to like. Think about it. Like when you draft early picks, you want to love those guys. You don't want to be like questionable on those guys.
Yep.
That's why he hates it.
Yep. It's the old Matthew Berry. You can't win your league in the first round. You can lose your league. Your
can't
team
lose it.
League in the first round. That's always the concern with this. But I love a Jefferson at 6. I think the risk is there on this team, but also the upside pretty strong with that top trio. So I think it's a strong start. Good to get the stack there. Breece Hall falls to 54. I guess that's happening more and more. Not that much of a fall anymore. You got your guy Rome at 67.
Love
Montgomery
that.
78. Reed, Loveland, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt at 115. Luther Burden 126. Tua, Dylan Sampson, Hunter Henry, Will Shipley, Isaac Tesla, Jalen Wright, Jalen Knoll, Darren Waller, and Malik Washington.
Oof. Darren Waller. I can't do the Waller. The Waller rap scene, half in, half out. Week 4 retirement incoming for Darren Waller. If that, I just can't do it. But
Waller, Washington, right with Tua though. He's and Hill. So he's doing a big old Miami stack.
Yeah, no,
Tua
he did
with Hill
correlated.
Yeah, super correlated. I see why you hate it. I do see why you hate it. There's a lot of big question marks on this team.
Tua doesn't make you feel comfortable anyways. Like that Miami team is all questionable right now. Like that team could end up being like the worst team in the league. That's how bad it is, I think, right now in Miami. Like I think McDaniels gets fired. I think like it could go south really bad for that team.
Yep.
So
But yeah, I don't think it's a terrible team. I think I see why you hate it, but I also don't think it's a terrible team. All right, John, what are we getting out of here? Did you want to do one more?
We could do one more if you want to do one more. If it's up to you.
I do exactly one more. I think that's all I've got left in me at this point.
I'm cool with that. We can do one more.
Perfect. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll get in. We're gonna get in right now. So 5:26 on the dot. So it's gonna come really fast. Let's see if Neil can even get his screen up there to get in.
But once it hits 5:26.
Yeah, it's gonna
4:26 real American time.
Real American time. You don't go by Eastern Standard Time?
No, I go real American time. There we go. We're getting in.
We're in. 5:26. Few spots left. 3 spots left. If anyone wants to get in, $20 DraftKings Milly, $15 million to first. Also, too, by the way, they're going to be doing an awesome pick 6 contest for you guys. I don't know if you guys heard it. We talked about it yesterday. DraftKings week 1. They're going to be doing this pick 6 where pretty much it's free to enter. You can scan the QR code down on this video. You get your free entry, and all you got to do is get your 6 picks right, and you'll split a pot of $1 million. So it's a pretty great offer from DraftKings, and it'll be week 1 of the NFL season. So if you haven't tried out pick 6, you should check it out anyways. But it's a pretty cool offer, and I'm pumped about it for week 1, to be honest with you, Neil. I don't know if you've dove into the pick 6 scene at all, but I've been doing them for like MMA and a little bit for baseball here and there, and I've enjoyed it so far. I like the multiplier and the bonus at the end of the day, like the mystery bonus. Sometimes you qualify for.
That's kind of fun. Yeah,
it is fun. You know what I mean? I
haven't done a ton recently. Like since NFL season, I have not played a ton. But yeah, I do it occasionally. It's a fun little time sometimes.
Yeah, I think football is definitely like, it's got to be the best sport for it. So like football it's got to be one of the best sports. But I enjoy MMA, honestly. I really like MMA. I'll do it.
I used to do a ton of MMA before they negatively correlated and like took away some. I used to love MMA pick 6, but yeah, not as much anymore. But you still do a bunch of it.
I still do it. I'll write up a few picks and then drop a little blurb in the DraftKings Discord forum each week. So I do a couple, and they're pretty good. I enjoy them, at least. It does stink when you can't go like less than on some of the things, and then some of them you can. Like I wish you could just get more or less, and hey, set a bigger line. You know what I mean? Give us the less and just set the bigger line. But it's still fun.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Central
can be a good time.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Central Time is.
Yeah, real American time. Exactly right. It is 4:28 real America time, aka Central Time.
Yeah, the card, it does start at 3 a.m.
Oh, is that right?
My time, 2 a.m. your time. But it's in Macau. So I don't know if you watched. I don't know if you remember it last year, but I think it started exactly around that last year. So it starts at 3 a.m. We're going to be doing a show tomorrow. If you guys are interested in MMA, we'll be doing a show at 1 p.m. Eastern time on the Run Pure Sports YouTube channel. So if you guys enjoy that, obviously we can't do it on Saturday because the card starts at 3 a.m. But if you enjoy that show, it'll be at 1 tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So check that out.
Nice.
And smash the like button on the videos here. Subscribe to the channels. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you get notified every time we go live for these free shows on these channels. We're almost up, Neil. You're in your sweet spot right here. Pick 8.
Pick 8. Yeah, I mean, I prefer 6, 7, but 8 is fine.
Okay, close to your sweet spot.
Do you like Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors?
I have a good amount of Nico. I think Malik is probably the best like high upside pick. It's either Malik or Nico for me in this range.
Let's go Malik. I like that pick. Yeah. I see right after us, Richie Small says he is the 9th pick. I see Jason Roslin here at pick 11. I think it's Wade Berglund. Is it Wade? So yeah, a lot of familiar names. Anybody else in here with us? I don't know all the usernames.
Oh yeah, we got Roslin. Yeah. Yep. Gambly. If you haven't checked out Gambly, pretty sweet. Check it out. It's It's a nice little tool, easy to use too. If you're into the betting and stuff like that, you check out my guy Cal. Put it out. You can check out Gambly Bot, and it's easy to use. I enjoy it. If you're into like the parlays, I like send them to my buddies, and it's just a super easy thing. They can just click the link. It's pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. So I don't know if you've checked it out at all, but it's easy to use. So I like it. I prefer it.
Yeah, I have not checked it out. But yeah, maybe I will. Burley Sullivan says, watch out for Tootin. And then he said, I think he said that in my channel, and then came over to your channel and said, Tootin is a must draft in late rounds. He is, I think, my most exposed player right now, Bashal Tootin. So I'm feeling good about that pick.
So for running backs, Neil, I think the most I have of a running back is like 25%. Whereas like some of the other guys, like some of the positions, like the wide receiver position, I have a couple guys in the 30s. I have 2 tight ends in the 30s, quarterback in the 30s, or the running back. I tried to be a little more, but Tootin right up there, 21%. Kind of wish I honestly had a bigger stand on him, but for me, that's a pretty good amount of Bashal Tootin on DraftKings anyways. Got about 20-ish%.
I got to say that Wade Berglund says, yeah, in the 12 spot from Apple Valley. I'm from Apple. I grew up, I went to Apple Valley High School. Wade, do we know each other from growing up? Because I do not have a great memory for like, I don't remember people from high school other than like 5 people who were like my best friends in high school. Like there are so many people that I knew in high school, and now I don't remember the name. So apologies if I know you from, maybe that's why I know your name.
And if you know him, can you confirm if Neil was an actual hooper back in high school?
Well, you know him, he probably wouldn't remember me as a hooper from high school. I was a hooper. I stopped playing after my sophomore year. My sophomore year, I was on the sophomore team. I was still like pretty good at that point, but by then I was done growing. Everybody else had outgrown me, so I was like, good. I was talented, but I was no longer like, there were some guys who were playing JV as sophomores, and I was not playing JV. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a cross country runner.
There you go. All right. That's fair. I didn't get the memo when guys just were outgrowing me. I just kept playing and trying to be good at hoops. I didn't catch the memo on that. So, yeah. What's your Tootin exposure? You got like, are you up there? Are you in like the 20s too, or?
Let me look.
Because I know you like them.
I like them quite a bit. Yeah. So I'm going to the solver portfolio.
It's funny looking at my exposures like Charbonnet, Jaden Blue, RJ Harvey, Tootin. These are like some of my highest owned running backs. DeAndre Swift, Jalen Wright's up there too. That don't look good. That might be a bad one. And then I got like Roshan and Monungai up there as well.
Of course you do. Of course you got Roshan and Monungai. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's just. I say what I do. I'm definitely not lying when I say who I like. That's for sure.
Okay, I'm glad to see Wade is. We did not go to high school together. He says, I said that because I heard you mentioned you were from Apple Valley on a recent stream. I moved here in '98. I got you by a decade. My youngest graduates from Eastview this year. Eastview are our biggest rivals. I do have some cousins who went to Eastview. Actually, a guy who I ran cross country with in college. At Tufts in Massachusetts, was an Eastview guy. So he was a couple years younger than me, but followed me out to Tufts. So that was a friend of mine from Eastview. That's cool though. Good to hear. I was looking at my exposures, and it is Bashal Tootin is my most exposed player, at least in terms of fees. I've spent just under $2,800 on Bashal Tootin so far. I have 26.7% exposure. 27.4% of my fee, which is the highest in both of those metrics. So yeah, he is the player that I need to crush this year.
All right, so that's like your stand. That's like one of your stands, right?
My biggest stand. Yep.
Right,
Trevion Henderson went already. You see that? Trevion Henderson just went at 30, just going earlier and earlier.
The steam on him is just.
All right. So we have Neighbors and Bowers. Do you want to go with Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams?
I mean, I like Devontae. He does fall though, so I don't.
Garrett Wilson.
I like Garrett. Yeah, I like Garrett. I like Mike Evans in this range. That's like who I would go. I think Mike Evans, like, I'm surprised he hasn't moved up a little bit more just because no Godwin, no
Good point.
McMillan, and I feel like he's not getting a boost that some other people would. Good offense. Like, what else is there to say? He's in a weak division. Like, it seems like he should be getting more of a boost, and he's not.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good call. And we
I
got
guess
him here.
Ibuka's hype is taking it over, right? He's just taking all the hype.
I mean, yeah, essentially. Ibuka is just, I mean, we just saw him go at 52. Like he's moved up from pick 100 to pick, and Evans like literally has not moved up at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he hasn't moved really at all, and Ibuka's moved up a billion, but literally like 50 spots in the last like couple months. So it's just it's crazy. What's going on, my guy?
Him.
Good to have you.
Up,
who did we snipe?
We sniped Evans. Snipe? Richie says because we went to pick before. Richie says Evans got sniped.
Oh, sorry. Oh, he had Bucky. Okay. All right. Well, you still got Adams. You still got Adams. I like the Adams.
See that's the tough pick about.
Tyreek Hill's the one I'm worried about, but
yeah,
that's the guy I'm most worried about. I think right now.
See, like I didn't love our options at 32. That's where at like pick 30. There's usually options. Actually, here he goes Trevion Henderson. Usually it's deciding between Omari Hampton, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Occasionally you'll get like a fall on a T Higgins or Trey McBride. Here at pick 30, like he actually did not have great options for me.
No, and I think one of the reasons is because, and I've talked about this before, in like certain ranges, it's annoying because you're not getting the best value on all the guys you're seeing that you like.
Yep.
So you're annoyed because you're like, oh, I can usually get this guy like at the end of or at the beginning of the fourth round, and you're looking at him in the third, and you're like, but I don't like anyone else. They're all gone. You know what I mean? So that's what happens sometimes. It's definitely annoying, but
doesn't feel good.
I get it. No, definitely not. I will say though, Tampa, we gotta try and get a little. Do you like Tampa? Are you stacking Tampa at all, or are you?
Not a ton because Baker goes so early. Like it's hard for me to. I don't really love Baker at 84 or whatever. He's just like I've got him ranked lower than a lot of quarterbacks that go later. So it has not been a huge priority for me.
Yeah, on DraftKings he does go higher. I feel like. So that makes sense.
Garrett Wilson back here at 41.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I mean,
that's all day.
I'm taking him. I'm just if Garrett Wilson's definitely a guy that I got a decent stand on. I mean, 28. I got 28%. He's, I think, my second or third highest receiver overall. I'm definitely big into the Garrett Wilson train. So, yeah, him and Adams are like my keys.
Oh, I love Adams. I've been pretty high on. Christian says didn't Big T say drafting 8 was the worst? You guys seem to have a solid start. I mean, Big T's only drafted from 3. He's only done 3 teams so far, right?
Yeah, Big T's done literally
his 3 teams drafted.
4 best ball drafts in Big T, or maybe not 4. He's like 8 best ball drafts.
He's 8 in.
Neil's like 1,000 drafts in. I'm like 700 or whatever, and Big T's like 8 in. He's like, oh, it's the worst spots ever and stuff. But I think it's literally that though, Neil. I think like when you get in certain positions, you just look at it and you're like, I don't like where I'm at in some of these picks.
I should be able to get this guy later. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you feel pigeonholed into drafting someone you probably wouldn't normally draft in that spot. Yeah. But yeah, it's go and get your guy season. That's what go up and get your guy season.
That's right. That's right.
You're going to get stuck. Just get them.
The funny thing is we got Garrett Wilson at 41 as like this great value. Literally, like if you just flip Evans and Wilson, it's like that right around where they go. Like we didn't actually get like that amazing of values, but I think it's a good, solid team.
That's the one annoying thing about drafting earlier is I like now looking at it, man, getting Garrett Wilson in the 4th instead of the 3rd every single time. It's like, oh man, I would have 70% Garrett Wilson. Like I wouldn't be able to help it because I would just keep drafting him in the 4th round.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to not draft him in the 4th round if I was drafting more of my teams now. Like if I was like you trying to get like my stuff done and get maxed out and stuff, I would end up with an ungodly amount of Garrett Wilson. It would be disgusting. So
Yep.
I don't know if that saved me or if that makes me more mad. I
Right, because you could have 80% Garrett Wilson in the 4th round. No, but it doesn't always
exactly.
fall to the 4th round. Like it's an occasional. I mean, both we've gotten him twice, right? And it's kind of rare
Yeah.
though. It's not like that. Like it's a normal thing. So yeah. No, I
No,
think I
I'm
agree with you.
saying
Like,
though, my last couple drafts, I've seen him fall. So it's like he's definitely falling, whether it's
why do you think
ending the
that is?
third.
Is it just people that moving up guys like Trevion Henderson, or is there any
No,
like good
I think
reason
it's
for it?
the Justin Fields effect.
Okay.
People
Yep.
hate Justin Fields falls into the category of Caleb Williams and just a few other polarizing quarterbacks
Yep.
where they just have a hard stance on these guys one way or the other, Neil. And I'm not saying everyone is out on Justin Fields. Like Big T loved Justin Fields. That's like his favorite quarterback. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'll reach for him. I don't care. But like some people are just completely out. They're like, I'm not taking Jets. I'm not taking Justin Fields. I'm not taking his wide receivers. I'm just out. It's the same thing like Caleb. Some people are just like Debro. Isn't Debro a Caleb hater? Like he doesn't
Yeah.
like, it's like there are certain
We're on
quarterbacks
the
that
clock, by the way.
fall. Oh,
Do you like
Ridley. I
Calvin Ridley all day? Okay.
I would literally take Garrett Wilson in the 4th, Calvin Ridley in the 5th, in any draft I could.
Okay. All right.
Any draft I could. I'd be so happy with that.
I don't mind
I
it.
love
I
the
think
receivers.
strong
Our
pick there.
receivers are sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I like Devontae Smith too, but like Calvin Ridley also gives us another late out for another quarterback stack, which is nice.
Correct. Yeah.
I really wanted Buka there, and he went 2 picks before us, so that was kind of brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're going to have to reach on Baker if we want Baker because this guy's, well, actually, no, he does have Jaden. So
Yeah.
maybe he won't.
Might be able to push it.
Might be able to push it for sure.
Yeah.
But either way, it doesn't like my point though is like I think people just hate Justin Fields so much, or enough people do, and they think he's not a good enough passer that like it's gonna affect Garrett the most. Where the way I look at it, Neil, is like I'll take a chance that I know Garrett Wilson is the only alpha in the room, and there's not another alpha unless you go to the New York Giants. Because he's in New York, but it's Malik Neighbors. Like they're not on the same team. So like he's competing with no one else. It's the same thing with Terry McLaurin. Last year, Terry McLaurin was my highest owned receiver. One of the reasons was because Jaden Daniels was my highest owned quarterback, but the other was because there was no one else to throw the ball to. Like it was literally him. Like everyone was like, Dami Brown, he sucks. OZ, who's he?
Right.
Like Luke McCaffrey, at the end, but like no one liked any of those guys.
Speaking of hype that I fell for last year, Luke McCaffrey and Ben Sinnott were like, ooh,
I fell for Luke McCaffrey too.
Yeah.
I fell for him too.
Oof.
I'm not doing it again. I've seen some people start drafting.
I know. I've seen people talking about him a little bit like, hey, maybe this is the year for Luke McCaffrey. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do this again.
I'll fall for Lane, the other rookie.
We are back on the clock. Do you like Travis Hunter? I know you said you don't like Jalen Waddle.
There. Hunter Rome.
Golden.
So Waddle does fit this team. I don't like Waddle, but he does fit this team if you want to like go that route.
Oh, that is true. I kind of do want to go. I really like Travis Hunter.
So does Travis Hunter actually with but yeah, Waddle makes the most sense.
Yeah. No, I think Waddle's at pick 65, just because like the vibes are bad, but also Tyreek Hill might get traded, might just like talk himself off the team. So like if Waddle is the wide receiver 1, suddenly he would be awesome.
No, I'm with you 100%. I think that's if he doesn't get traded, it's gonna blow up. He is a ticking time bomb. It might not be Antonio Brown-esque where he like runs off the field, but he will bow out. And I think Tua already knows like he's got quit written all over him, and he's going to need someone else. Like he's going to need like one of these other Westbrook Akine, Malik Washington, whoever it is. I don't know. Like whoever that is, he's going to need one of those guys to step up.
Yeah. I saw the question. You brought it up at the very beginning of the screen. Christian just said, what's this thing on the right side of your screen? And I never actually explained what this is that I'm using here. This is the Legendary Upside Sidekick tool. So you can see they have a sim mode or a classic mode. It's real-time assistant, so it tells you who they think the best pick is. The sim tool, it's essentially based on what else is available. So what's on your team and what is left on the board, who is the best pick for your team based on the simulations that they've run, who adds the most EV to your team. So it's just essentially a tool that helps you make your decisions. I like it for fast drafts. I love it for slow drafts. Makes it really easy to fly through my slow drafts and just like see what they think the best selections are. I probably IKB it off it, which means I know better. I'd probably do that a little bit too much, but that's what we're using here. Have you used any real-time assistance, John?
I haven't, but I do want to. Now this tool, is this Shady's tool?
It is.
Okay, yeah. I've heard good things about it, and I know Shady's a sharp ass dude. Even though I did make fun of his 555 team by accident, it wasn't on purpose, but it was a little, what are you gonna do?
All right, it's all right. He'll have 150 of them, so
he's still like one of the best DFS players out there. So it's not like I'm making fun of him personally, but either way, I have heard good things about it. I know some people that use it and that like it. You're obviously one of them. You've talked it up. You've been using it like all year too, I think, right? You've been using it this whole summer. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, at some point I probably should check it out, try it out. Maybe I should message him and see if I can
talk to him. I mean, the deal that I have with them is because I stream a lot, is just, we'll let you have it if you stream with it. And I'm like, cool. Yeah. So I stream with it some, and then they let me have it. Like I don't have a promo code
though, just because it's going to give me sometimes like again, I'll start and I'll get in the mode of drafting similar stuff, and it will give me the different, stuff in my head. Like it'll like real-time assist some different things to maybe think about. So it is a cool tool. It updates in real time, like you said. So, I mean, yeah, anyone who wants to check out something like that, who's into best ball drafting like we are, like, it's definitely not a bad idea to have some help.
Yeah. The thing that I most love about it is I still IKB off it a lot, but sometimes it like gives me permission to reach for players where I'm like, oh, it feels like I probably shouldn't reach here. Like, and then it'll tell me like, no, it's actually okay. You can.
It affirms what you're thinking.
What I want to do.
Yes. Which is, I feel like why people like watching shows. They like listening to content and stuff. They want you to sometimes affirm.
Do you want to go Baker here, by the way, or Chris Olave?
I think it's the best for this team is Baker. I know you don't like
I think it's
the
fine.
80s pick, but I do think it's the right pick here.
We might have been able to push it because the person on the other side of us has Ibuka, but whatever.
We could have. Yeah, we could have. I didn't see anything I like loved anyways, so I was
Me
like,
neither.
screw it. Let's just take him. By the way, BP said, JSU, if Ray Charles was the quarterback of the Jets, would you still draft Wilson?
That's good.
I would think at that point, if Ray Charles was a quarterback, I would think twice about maybe drafting Mr. Garrett Wilson. That was a good one there by
that's funny.
BP.
That's funny.
And then T-Wolf says, Jesus, you guys are still on. Took a break for 45 minutes. Happy you're still doing it. Good to have you back.
Even see my hat. I got the Timberwolves hat on. Yeah. Love to see it.
I'm a big Ant guy, so I'm a big Ant guy.
I know that. Christian says, I'm assuming, I think it's like $200 for like a month. So like if you wanted to use it for the rest of drafting season, I believe it's $200 a month, which they've raised the prices at this point because a lot of people are just going to be slamming drafts for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's I think
it makes sense. Now. Like a ton of people are starting out drafting, like because everyone was like, a lot of people, Neil, were like, oh, let's wait until we get closer to the season. Now 2 weeks of the preseason's here and done. It's the last week.
Tyrone Tracy with Malik Neighbors here. What do you think of Tyrone Tracy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton of Tracy, but I think at this point with the team, he makes sense. I'd probably go him.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense with the Malik Neighbors stack potentially.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of Tracy just because he's another guy like you could have got him so much later, and now he's like risen so far up. So now I like want to draft Scatterboo because in my head, I don't think. I think those two guys had their own roles, and I don't think it was going to be one way ahead of the other. I think it was going to be pretty even if Tracy was like 55-45.
Right.
I think Scatterboo was going to have a real role. And I felt very confident he was going to get goal line work because Tracy was not good in the goal line. Another running back who was good, but was not good in goal line situations last year, struggled. And I think that's one of the reasons they got Scatterboo. Guy's a bowling ball.
Yep.
So that's just my take on it. So now I want the falling Scatterboo.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Scatterboo does seem like a pretty. I think I got him at 140 yesterday in a draft, which is kind of insane. Now he's back at practice. I feel really good about that. Yeah, I have more Scatterboo than Tyrone Tracy, but makes sense. Take him occasionally. I don't know. Man, Red Shade Game saying he's got a tool that's better than the Sidekick for just $25. I'm not familiar with your tool.
I don't
You should
know.
you should post it on Twitter. Or reach out to John. Reach out to John. Maybe this is your chance.
Reach out to some streamers, man, and maybe yeah, I'm not saying that I'm in or out. I'm just saying I'll try it out. Like I'll try out anyone's tool if they want to like let us try it out. So that's pretty good though. But yeah, either way. And then T-Wolves was he asking Mr. Limited the dart take over when
will dart take? I don't I'd say let's see what their buy is not till week 14.
It's a while.
I would guess like week 6. That's my guess. Week 6. I think they're gonna be super unimpressed with Russell Wilson. It depends on the schedule.
They have a tough schedule, if I remember correctly. The Giants have like a brutal schedule, and I think they're going to be very careful about picking and choosing the first game that if they can, you know what I mean? Like unless like Russell Wilson gets hurt, obviously that will change things. But let's see here, this schedule, because I remember looking at it recently and being like, that is absolutely brutal here. All right, I pulled it up. Okay, so they start. Listen to the start. So at Washington, at Dallas, and then at home against Kansas City, at home against the Chargers. Then they go at New Orleans, at home against Philly, at Denver, at Philly again, and then San Francisco, Chicago, Green Bay, Detroit, New England before the bye, at New England.
That is a tough schedule. Maybe that's why they're starting Russ. Like we don't want to throw a rookie into the fire that early.
Yes, it is. It's serious. Now, maybe I think they definitely want to find a home game too, right? Like maybe San Francisco at home. I mean, they got to go Philly. They got to go Philly, Denver, Philly. Like that's a brutal stretch. You got to face Philly twice in 3 weeks and Denver, and you got to go to Denver.
Right.
That's a brutal stretch right there. So I don't think it starts until after that stretch. So
you think pretty late?
I think week 9 against San Francisco. It's a home game.
If I were setting the over, that's probably exactly where I would set it. Like 8.5 is probably the actual over under. Yeah. Week 6 is definitely a juicy. That's earlier than it's probably reasonable. Yeah.
And their finish to their schedule is still not amazing. It's just a little better than because they get 3 home games in their last 4, Neil. So like it goes Washington at home, Minnesota at home, the Raiders on the road. That's their only road game, and then at home against Dallas. So I think by then for sure, but 8.5 is a good line.
You okay with J.K. Dobbins here as our RB2?
We need a running back. So I mean,
we do. Yeah. Unless there's somebody else you love here. It's Scatterboot. We already have Tyrone Tracy.
We already have Tracy.
Let's do this.
Fine, JK.
Okay.
I don't have a ton of JK. Admittedly, I'm an RJ Harvey slap.
Me too.
So
RJ Harvey Maxey.
If Sean Payton pulls some bullshit and they're playing McLaughlin and Harvey and JK Dobbins and doing that crap again, I'll probably be banging my head against the wall.
Yeah. Billy says, dude, I've been trying to bring attention to the insane schedule, and I don't think people appreciate how screwed the Giants are. Reading it out loud hopefully makes it understandable. Yeah, it's bad. That's a tough schedule.
It's one of the reasons alone why I don't have as much Giants. Like I said, I want to get a falling Scatterboo, but some of these schedules are just absolutely brutal, and it's because of the divisions that they're in. Like, they put all the good divisions against each other, Neil. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's like
Yeah.
the NFC East has to, or who is it? The North in the AFC South or something like that. Like, they have to all play each other, so they're all gonna beat up on each other. On top of the fact that like all the good teams still got to play like the Bills and the Ravens, or it's just brutal. And they've
Yeah.
got all the bad divisions against each other, you know,
Vikings have a really have a tough schedule. I know
because
that.
the
Yep.
North has to
NFC
face
North.
the good divisions. Like,
Yep.
that was another division I was looking at, was the North. And it's like, you start reading these teams, like the Vikings schedule, obviously it's not, I don't think it's as bad as the Giants, to be honest with you, but I still think it's tough. You know what I mean? At Chicago, Atlanta, Cincy, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Like, that's
you want to take Drake May here? Sorry. Drake.
I'm taking probably Drake May here.
Yeah. I
Unless
think
you
Drake
see
May
a
makes sense for
running
this team.
back you like.
Nah, it's Ramondre
No.
is a suggestion.
Yeah,
let's go Drake May.
Drake May. And then they go Philly, the Chargers, Detroit, Baltimore, Chicago, Green Bay, at Seattle, which is never an easy game, at Seattle, Washington. Like I said, not as bad as the Giants schedule, but still a pretty tough schedule. They're going to beat up on each other a lot.
Yeah, they are.
Who do you think wins that division? Is it Minnesota? You think Minnesota wins?
Yeah, I think so. I think Minnesota wins. I might just be a homer, but yeah, no, I think I don't think they win with like a ton of wins. I think it's like 10-7. And just because I think they're all having tough schedules.
I could see 10-7 winning that division, honestly.
Yeah.
I could see them all being like in the 8 win to 10 win.
Yep. I think it's be super close.
Brutal and bad. So like this last game, like, who knows? Green Bay against Minnesota could decide the division, like at the end, the way they set it up. So yeah, Detroit, Minnesota, like those games could decide the division in week 17, 18. Like,
yeah, I know you're a Bears guy. Yeah, of course, Minnesota.
But you got to remember too, I'm like a Bears fan.
You're a Bears fantasy fan. Yeah.
I'm a Bears fantasy fan. I'm a fan of Ben Johnson. I'm a fan of all the weapons. Number one pick who had a bad situation last year that he got put into. Right now, he's got a better situation. I'm a fan of that. They're still the worst. I think they have the worst odds to win that division by far. I think they're like plus 500.
I believe it. Guessing the Lions have the best odds.
Packers have the third, Minnesota the second, or is it the other way around? Packers second, Minnesota third.
Good question.
I think they're close either way.
Yeah,
I think they're close between those, but yeah, Bear schedule is another one. It is. So
Wade says, I really want Thielen to come to his home roots, make that trade. I think it's on its way.
They're getting someone.
Those are the
Minnesota
rumors.
has to get someone. They can't go with, JJ coming in with a little knick-knack injury, Addison out 3 games, Naylor not playing for, who knows how badly he's hurt. They're being very coy about, what's going on with him, but they have to get someone, I think, right, Neil?
Yeah, I think so. Like, Naylor, not anything special. Ty Felton doesn't seem to be that amazing. He was a 3rd-round pick, so like I was kind of hopeful that Ty Felton would be something. But yeah, I think it makes sense to trade for a vet.
I have a little Ty Felton too.
I do too.
Oh,
aren't you a Packers fan?
No. So I'm not a Packers fan, but it's just every year I feel like they're undervalued. So every year I end up like pushing them hard on shows and in like betting segments.
Wait, we got to make our pick because you don't like Ramondre. He's the suggestion here. We could go for another running back.
Braylon Allen.
Should we go Bashal Tutin? We don't need to yet.
Tutin. I like Braylon Allen. He flies up the board. I like Jaden Blue.
True. Let's do that. Let's do Braylon Allen. We got the Pats thing. Pats with Braylon Allen.
That's right.
17.
That's right. I like that. So I'm not a Packers fan, but like I have I have a Rodgers jersey because he won me a bunch of money one week in fantasy a long time ago. So I bought a jersey. You know, whenever a guy treats you good, you go and buy a jersey. You know, like I got a Kettle Marte jersey from when he won me 100K a couple
Nice,
times, and
nice. Yep,
you
yep.
know, like you
I
build
haven't
up
done
a
that.
few
I
jerseys. You
should.
don't
I
do
like
that?
I meant to. Yeah, no, I thought like I
It's like
even
paying respect, Neil. You
I
got to
know, I
pay
know.
respect to those
I've thought
people.
about doing like I should do like the National Treasures rookie patch auto cards for all the players, like anything
There
that's
you
like
go.
six figures or better. But I
Yeah.
haven't done it yet. Maybe I will at some point.
I got a
Um,
D'Angelo Russell jersey.
ooh,
He helped me when he was in Golden State for that small stretch, Neil.
yeah,
That small stretch, but he had some massive games, and I
yeah, he
still
did,
remember it. It was like
and he
a
was low
double
owned. Like nobody wanted to
overtime.
play him. Yeah,
No one wanted to play him. It was always the late game too because it was in Golden State. Those games, and yeah, he crushed for me a few times where he helped me win some massive stuff. But yeah,
that's
no,
great.
that's you got to do that. You always, so I would wear my Aaron Rodgers jersey though when I would be on the Packers for like a betting segment on the
Okay,
show.
okay,
I'd wear it, and you know, it wasn't a bit, it was real. I liked the Packers and I thought they were a good team, but it was just that everyone put me as a Packers fan because it was like 2 years, 3 years in a row
yeah,
where I would like
okay,
be on the Packers. I was
all
on
right,
them
all
when
right,
they beat Dallas. That's where it started. The Dallas game where
okay.
Dallas was a massive favorite, and I made fun of everyone that was on Dallas, and I was like just so high on the Packers, and then they outright just destroyed them, and it ruined Jerry. Like that was my breakout Packers fan.
That's great. So, are you a
Love it.
Patriots fan? You're an actual Patriots fan, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I
Okay,
like. I'm not. I don't categorize myself as like a fan. Like I don't like
Tootin
care
or
if
Tootin?
they win. Yeah, Tootin. Yeah,
Nice.
definitely. I don't
Okay,
like
okay,
care necessarily if they win. I won't like ruin my day. Like some of my
yeah,
friends, like it'll literally ruin their day. I'm not like that, but I do root for them like to win. Like I care more about my fantasy team. If my
yeah.
fantasy team wins, I'm happy. And
Me
then my
too. Me
friends
too.
are like, I don't know why you're happy right now. And I'm like, you guys are miserable. I feel great right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't get it though.
No, no, I'm kind of the same. Like I care if the Timberwolves win to some extent, but like you said, it doesn't like make or break my day. Like I cheer for them.
Right.
I will argue about Ant with people online, but then at the end of the day, I don't actually care that much. Same thing with the Vikings. Um, Tio's Russ says, what about Lucky Jackson, XFL legend, who I believe is dealing with drops in camp, so he's does not appear to be the answer. It's sad because he was really good in the XFL. He's on the Vikings.
Yeah. Can't do that. Well,
Yeah.
I can anyways. I mean, it sounds too like if they go get a receiver, they're not really sold on what they have right now, right?
No,
Like
yeah. Yeah.
Lucky and Felton, and just doesn't seem that great. But
No.
Tyler said
No.
not a bit, not interested. All right, Tyler likes the bit. You know, it's okay. You can think it's a bit in your head, Tyler, if you want. You can think it's
Yeah.
the old bit, but it's like anything though. Like Neil, if Anthony Edwards wins you 100K, but they lose the actual game, you're gonna be
I'm
super happy.
pumped. I'm so pumped about
Exactly.
the 100K. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. No, I think I'm the same way. Sadly, we're kind of jaded by the money that we have involved, but it is what
Yes.
it is.
Yes, 100%. And I
Overall,
feel
it
like
enhances my sports watching experience.
the majority of people, if they are in the similar situation, would also be jaded by it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's at least what I feel.
It's funny. I'm in a lot of group chats with like hardcore Vikings Timberwolves fans, and they just like every day they're just like back and forth about how they feel about the team, and they want to talk about like the draft picks, and they like get excited for the draft and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, I'll like the players after they draft them. Like I'll probably like whoever they draft. Like
Yeah, not
I don't really
into
care who they draft that much.
you're not into like the pre-draft like amp up and who they draft. You're
A
not
little
into
bit.
that
Like
stuff.
it does. I do want to enjoy the draft. So like I do like a very minimal amount of like I'll watch a couple tapes of like these are the guys they're likely to take and like have a little bit of an opinion, but like not really. Mostly I just want like players that were not supposed to fall to them like that. And then it's like then I know the player's probably pretty good. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
that
fair.
level of fandom.
Yep, that's fair.
I also like don't watch college sports, so like that's part of it. It's like I don't really
I
have
don't watch as much.
preconceived
I watch a
notions.
little, but not as much as a lot of people do. I know some people just like their college over everything too. Like
Yeah,
college is better than NFL, and
go Tufts
that's not me.
Jumbos. Yeah,
Yeah, nope.
those are not Division III people.
I can't do like I've tried to get into like on the weekdays, Neil, when it's like you got like a Wednesday slate for college football, and you'll like look at the teams and they're like Appalachian State or whatever, these like random teams, and you're just like, I try to get into it, and then I start watching it, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't watch this football. It's just so much. It's just so different. Like it's just everything's so different than what I'm used to at the NFL.
Although I
So
watched the UFL, which is honestly probably about the same level. Maybe
did you get into that? You got into the UFL?
Oh, super! I'm super into
that.
UFL DFS. Yeah.
Okay.
Ray Davis, Dylan Sampson, Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, Cam Ward. We have 2 quarterbacks outs here, so we can try to push that if you want. Do you want to go Ray Davis, Dylan Sampson?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I saw Bryce Young went. I was like, damn, we can't get Bryce Young once in our drafts. Like not one time.
Who's your preference? Ray Davis, Dylan Sampson.
I have Ray Davis ahead of Dylan Sampson, but we've drafted Ray Davis a ton. So if
let's do it. I have a lot of Dylan Sampson. We're gonna probably live to regret not taking Tua or Cam Ward. We're probably gonna lose both of our. And Cam Ward goes the very next pick. I noticed that there are 2 teams in here that only have 1 quarterback on that side of the board of us, including
and they knew it wasn't happening if they got it back. Yeah,
we have Baker and Drake May.
Yeah. That's when you know that Neil he's streaming a lot during my streams, because he should know better than ask me about Ray Davis. I'm a big Ray Davis guy over here. So
we've gotten a pretty good value here too, 152.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And again, Ray Davis is just he fits. He's in one of those systems where like they're gonna run the football a ton. And interesting said, do you know that Ray Davis lost my mic?
Uh-oh.
That's all right. I lost my mic for a second.
I still hear you.
Yeah. It's just coming through the. You still got me now?
I hear you. Yeah, you sound great.
Okay. Do you know how many 20 carry rushing attempts Ray Davis had last year?
20? You mean 20-yard?
No, carries? Like 20 rushing attempts. Do you know how many games he had 20 rushing attempts?
Last year in the NFL?
Yeah.
I guess it's 0.
Do you know how many James Cook had?
1.
They both had 1.
Okay.
James Cook had 20 rushing attempts only one time, and he did what he did. Ray Davis had the same amount of 20 rushing attempts, and it was the game that James Cook missed, I think, obviously.
You want to go Kyle Williams here with our Drake May stack?
Yeah. Yep, definitely. I like
every quarterback went, including Geno. I realized we also had Brock Bowers. He also went.
Oh,
so we had 3 quarterback outs to around that turn, and all 3 of them went.
We got to go get our guys. Gotta go.
Yeah, but we got Baker and Drake May, so we're in an okay spot to not get another quarterback there. Just kind of brutal to see in 8 picks or whatever. Cam Ward, Geno Smith, Tua Tagovailoa. It is what it is.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just thought like if James Cook ever goes down, Ray Davis is just such a smash. Like
he's good too. I think he's pretty talented.
Oh, he's definitely talented, 100%. And I think that was I bet you that was a little the apprehension of paying James Cook in general, not just the running back. The fact that they had Ray and Ty Johnson, who they trust in the backfield, I think was another one. But I think also Josh Allen was probably a big, guy in James's corner saying like, "Hey, we need this guy on the field." So they were like, "All right, fine, well." And then the Kyron deal happened, so it helped like the whole situation.
Crazy Evan says, my kid went to Alabama and I couldn't name a single player from there. Yeah, I mean, that's like me being like I went to from Minnesota. Couldn't tell you a single Gopher player. Kind of sad. I should get into it. Could be fun.
Yeah, but you said you don't watch the college, so
I don't, but like every year I'm like, oh, maybe something to do on Saturdays, maybe that's fun. But then I'm busy on Saturdays. Like it's just like I'm busy all day Sundays, so then Saturdays is like when you make plans to do
see,
stuff.
Saturdays is fight day. That's fight day for me. That's like the one day I turn off my football brain and I just dig into the MMA card.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're fading the MMA cards now. I went into it even more. I love MMA.
I still like I played this past weekend. We went and watched at a bar in Boston. It was a good time. But
Oh, you were in Boston?
oh yeah, I was there. I was the DK MLB Live Final this past weekend. I was there as Shady Advice's guest.
Oh,
And
you were
it
his
was super fun.
guest.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't even realize that. I could have came.
yeah.
I'm only like 40 minutes west of Boston. So I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah, I'm not that far in
Yeah,
the Worcester area. So
are you familiar with the Greatest Bar?
I know where that is. Yeah.
That's where we
Pretty cool.
watched the game.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Um,
cool place.
do you like Mason Taylor,
Love Mason Taylor.
Jerome
Yes.
Ford? Okay, Mason Taylor. We're just doing it in.
Well, yeah, unless you want to go Jerome Ford. How many we do need running backs on the what about Ollie
Wait,
Gordon?
let's go Mason Taylor, and then
Okay.
we'll queue up Jerome Ford.
Yeah, cue him up. I was trying to think. I was like, wait, do they have the same bye week? Because we have Bowers right on this team, but they don't. It's 8 and 9, so we're good.
Yeah. Yep.
Good. So did you go anywhere else? Like, did you go anywhere like any nice restaurants out there?
Yeah. So what do we do? So the first night we got in a place called Fight Club, where we played
Yep.
darts.
It's a cool place.
Second day went to the Red Sox game, watched it from
Nice.
a rooftop. Afterwards we went to the Greatest Bar to watch MMA. It was great for watching MMA. It was super loud, but like a lot of big screens, kind of fun watching it on the big screens.
Yeah. Yep. Did you go to the North End? Do you like Italian food? You know the North End?
I do like Italian food, but yeah, we didn't go this trip.
Bobby Gomes? You know
Oh
Bobby
yeah.
Gomes?
Oh yeah, Bobby owns a restaurant.
That's where his family's restaurant is. Yeah, down there.
I forgot that Bobby's family owns a restaurant out there. Yeah, and then on Sunday I went to Central Square. A buddy of mine lives in Central Square. Went to get some pizza there. Forget what the name of the place is. So yeah, no like super fancy restaurants or anything.
Nice. No, Boston's a cool place. I mean, you've been, so you know you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I went to Tufts, so I'm fairly familiar. But yeah, we stayed in Seaport, which is kind of a new. I've not spent a ton of time there.
They did it over too, so it's like nice. It's like nice now.
Yeah. Yep.
But, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like the Seaport District.
Yep. All right, I want the two pictures I like right here.
Slammed. North End absolutely slammed during all the college kids down back in town. Yeah, it's a tough place. I like Nico's down there. It's one of my go-tos down there. My wife, she likes Italian, so take your Coker. Take your Coker.
Yeah. I mean,
I knew it was gonna happen.
If he wasn't there, then I would have gone and got somebody else. But
okay,
I mean,
so Ford was gone. Was Ollie Gordon there, or is he gone?
I didn't look. I think he's still there. He was the one that if Coker had gone, I was going to go pull up Gordon for you.
Just because I know we need running backs on this team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. T. Wills Bruss says again, Neil, talking about Fight Club. You know the rules about Fight Club. That is true. And actually, so here's a funny story about Fight Club. Speaking of that, so we left Fight Club and we go downstairs, and there's like, so we were leaving. It's like 1 a.m. and there was like a sign out there. It's like a place that has like a sign for like a pizza place and like a gate, but like the gate was, so it was like a big gated door, but the gated door was open and they were like blasting rap music. And so we were like, sounds like a party down there, like talked about like going down. And one guy starts going down, and like he said like he was like a little bit scared. So then my buddy like went down there, and apparently they just like yelled at him. They were like, get out of here, like just like yelled at him, screamed down to get out. And we go up, so he comes up, he's like, yeah, they were really mad that I went down there. It was like a kitchen, I think is what it looked like to me. It was like maybe the kitchen of a pizza place or something. And then they follow us up, so we're there, like we've ordered lifts. Guy comes out and he just like looks like he is coked out of his mind. He's a fellow cokehead, Jalen Coker fan. Just like, and he's just like screaming at us. And apparently the guy who had yelled at my friend down in the kitchen was like, yo, you need to cool down, like trying to get his buddy to relax. So we're just like sitting there trying to leave, waiting for lifts. And this guy is like ready to fight. Like it was his eyes
out.
glazed over. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Out. Yeah.
So that was right outside of
I am I'm from Massachusetts. I live here still. I'm about 45 minutes west of Boston in a area called Worcester, Mass.
I know Worcester.
Yeah. I don't live in Worcester, but I live right outside Worcester. That's where my family grew up, though.
Or Worcester, as we call it in Minnesota. We call it Worcester.
Yeah, Worcester. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are almost on the clock. Ollie did go.
I gotta do that. I'm gonna get that up now for I'm assuming it's preseason, but also baseball too. There was a small slate.
We're almost done. We're in round 17. So you can start doing your research. I can finish the draft.
Oh no, I'm good. I got time. I got time still, so we're good. Oh yeah, I still got an hour. I'm not. We got 58 minutes.
We added Jackson Dart again to our Malik Neighbors and Tyrone Tracy stack. 3 more picks.
It's kind of like Treehouse is. Oh no, I was thinking you were talking about the beer company. I was like, the Treehouse. There's a beer company called Treehouse down here.
Isn't that what he's talking about? I think that is what he's talking about.
Is that what he's talking about?
I think so.
That's like 20. Yeah, it's like 25 minutes away from like Worcester. Yeah.
Mathology was telling me about Treehouse, and I did not get to go to Treehouse. But yeah, he was recommending it.
They love that. Like I've got a cousin who loves that place, and he goes down there all the time just to get some nice stuff, some different beers and
nice
cool stuff. He's all into the new style beers and stuff, the fancy beers I call it. But yeah, he's all about it. And the people that go there, they'll wait in lines for that stuff, like massive lines too. I'm like, you guys, I went there once and I was like, you guys are crazy for sitting in this line, but they love it. So yeah, it's near there.
BP says Neil's slow drafts are now 3-hour clocks. I think it's 4 hours, right? It cuts down to 4, I thought today. But yeah, it's going to be hell for me.
You are a better man than me. I don't know how people do slow drafts.
You don't do slow drafts? I'm in literally like 300 right now.
Yeah, I would go bananas.
I'm in for a bad time the next few days.
Yeah. You're in for a very bad. When did the clocks go down even more? Because you said
they go down to 10 minutes, like in a week or so. Maybe they go down to 10 minutes. Maybe they go down to an hour first. And
miserable in like a week. You're gonna be scrambling so much in like a week. All right,
Jalen Wright, Darius Slayton, Troy Franklin is here. Should we do that?
I like Troy Franklin.
Yeah, let's pull him up.
I like that. Was that the sidekicks offer, or were they Jalen Wright first?
He was fourth. Yeah, Jalen Wright was their number 1.
And now we got 2 spots left.
Yep, 2 spots left. We're at 3-5-8-2.
I definitely think we need at least one running back. Probably. Yep. You could go 2. I don't know if you want a third tight end though. You might want a third tight end. I don't know if you do. Do you take a third tight end with Powers?
If it's the best pick available. Yeah, it's like one of those, I don't force it, but I'm cool with it. Yeah, see you later, WFN. Okay, yeah, BPA probably is 359. They round down to get your stress levels up. Derek Stokes, when did Neil make his way over to RPS? Yeah, I'm just hanging out with John here. I'm not actually on the RPS team now, not on the payroll, but Got some friends here.
He can come hang out anytime he wants on the right. He's just got all he's got to do is shoot me a message anytime he wants.
Appreciate it.
He's too big time though. He's got too many guests on. He's too many. He's friends of all these channels and stuff like that. Neil's a popular guy. It's hard to get him down for a day. I had to make sure I got him.
It's not that hard. All you have to do is ask. And I think you've asked me twice and I've said yes both times. I'm not that difficult.
I don't remember. I was totally making all that up pretty much. But.
Yeah. No, I'm like the easiest guy to get on your show probably.
It's the hardest guy is that Fantasy Guru Drew.
Fantasy
that guy
Guru
that you
Drew is
battle
he big times everybody pretty hard.
He big timed us for sure, I think.
He's like, if you're not a famous baseball player, then I'm not going to hang out with you.
Exactly.
Justin Steele I'll make time for.
Yeah, somehow he'll make time. Guru Drew though, he's a tough guy to nail down.
Tough guy to pin down. Yeah,
he's a tough guy. Yeah, I agree. Neil is very popular. I agree.
Very popular.
It's tough sometimes when you're that popular. Everyone likes you. You got, me. I'm hit or miss. People either like me or they hate me. So there's right? There's no. I'm sure it is. I'm an asshole sometimes. You know what I mean? But some people, I think some people, I would bet that I would rub the wrong way because sometimes the way I talk, my confidence might show as cockiness. So
you're a masshole. Classic.
I am. And if they don't know that, they don't understand it. It's just
right.
It's the masshole in me. I can't help it. But I bet you that rubs people the wrong way sometimes. I'm man enough to understand it. I don't care.
It's good. Good to know that about yourself, I suppose.
And also, I don't care if you're my friend or not. I'll tell you if I think you did something wrong or something sucked or whatever. I don't think people like that either.
That is something people don't like, but it's
so Neil, quality. If you do something bad, I'm gonna let you know.
I would never
draft Miles Sanders.
Do you want Dameon Pierce? I've drafted a lot of Miles Sanders. Jarquez Hunter,
my God, stop
Kyle Monungai.
No, you have not.
Oh God, you just want Kyle Monungai again, don't you? All right.
You know what I want, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna allow you to make this pick. Not gonna say.
No, anything. We can do it. We can do Kyle Monungai. Fine. Sigh. Okay.
Miles Sanders, I can't even. I refuse.
You don't want the running back one on the Dallas Cowboys in round 19.
You know what? No, I don't. I refuse. You know why? Because last year Ezekiel Elliott was the running back one at some point during the best ball year, and I said I refuse. If he's the running back one, I will lose because there's no way he's the running back one. And I'm going to say the same thing about Miles Sanders. There is no way he finishes this year as the running back one. It's just, if that's the case, Dallas is going to be horrible anyways. I'm not doing it. I'm just out. I'll take a chance that Jaden Blue is the guy, or they trade for someone, or he gets injured or whatever. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'll lose. If it's him or Javonte, I'm going to lose.
Fair.
MMA content at runpuresports.com. You'll find all my cores and stuff for DFS, bets and stuff in the Discord. And then we also do a free show, BP, every week on this channel. Free show. This week it's Friday at 1 because the card is at 3 a.m. Eastern time in Macau. But normally it's Saturday between 11 and 12 in the morning on Saturday normally. Take your Dameon Pierce. Take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Because I don't have Dameon Pierce, but I'm definitely not in on Nick Chubb, and I don't like Joe Mixon. So it does make some sense. Somebody's got to get some carries there, right? Could be.
I posted the link for Run Pure earlier in chat if you wanna check that out, BP. But yeah, he's and you got to subscribe because we are so close to 20,000 subscribers on the Run Pure Sports. I really wanted to be on the channel when you guys got to Run Pure Sports. I mean, you're right.
It could be some. Is the subscriber thing? Is that immediate? I can't remember. Is that the one that's, or does that take?
I don't know.
I think you have to wait until after the show ends. I thought
it might be. It might be
wrong.
I could be wrong. Possible. That is possible.
Steve Boyd, my guy Steve Boyd. I'll tell you too right now.
We have not.
My guy Steve Boyd asked if we've taken a bathroom break. No, I took a break to feed my dog. That was it. That was a quick minute break. That was the only break I took, and it was me. Neil hasn't taken a break yet. So true warrior, Neil is.
I actually
But,
when I'm running the show, I've got a Piss Boys piss break video. It's like 2.5 minutes long, so that I can take a break between
that's a good
streams.
thing. I
But
should
we have
add
not done
something
it.
like that.
Yeah, it's
I
good,
should
good
add
to have.
something like that.
Yeah.
But Steve, he does the baseball content over at Run Pure Sports, and the college basketball content is like all him too. If you like college basketball, if you're into college basketball, I know it's a niche sport. You know, not every state has college basketball DFS. Like I know in Massachusetts, you can't play if you're here, but if you do and you like good content, Steve gives great content for college basketball. He crushes college basketball every year. And we have it at Run Pure Sports. And we'll have college football too. My guy Bruce handles the projections for college football, another niche sport, but I know very popular. And that package is up right now. You can get a single sport package if you want for just college football or NFL, or you can get the whole thing, Run Pure Premium. You get all the sports, and you get SaberSim, best opto in the business. SaberSim right there. Shout out to SaberSim. And contest sims as well on SaberSim. You get 500 lineup contest sims over there with the Run Pure Premium subscription. Best bang for your buck if you like to play all sports and you're not just a one sport guy. You're not just a football guy. If you are, then single sport package is probably your lean there. But yeah,
Sure.
shout out to Steve. Neil, team's finished up. Let's review it.
All right. Team is a 3-7-8-2. We got Baker Mayfield, Tyrone Tracy, J.K. Dobbins, Malik Neighbors, Mike Evans, Garrett Wilson, Brock Bowers, Calvin Ridley, Jalen Waddle, Drake May, Braylon Allen, Bashal Tootin, Ray Davis, Kyle Williams, Mason Taylor, Jalen Coker, Jackson Dart, Troy Franklin, Kyle Monungai, and Damian Pierce. I think it's a good team. Quarterbacks, I think, are strong enough. You know, Jackson Dart doesn't need to play right away because we got two pretty good quarterbacks. Running backs, I think we get there with volume. I mean, Tyrone Tracy as your RB1 does not feel amazing, but I think the overall the room, Tracy, Dobbins, Allen, Tootin, Davis, like it's a lot of like pretty strong RB2 options. I think that could work out. The wide receivers are pretty good.
And we got the Dart, man. The Dart. You're gonna be on some Jackson Dart for sure, because
I know we
he
got a
keeps
little bit
falling.
there.
He keeps falling at that point where we're like, screw it, I'll take him as a third quarterback. It does seem too like those guys that we were consistently getting as a third quarterback, like Cam Ward, Bryce Young, Geno Smith, even they're getting pushed up the board a little bit more. I think people are realizing that they probably shouldn't be in the tier that they're in. They should be in the tier before. So they're like in the middle of those two quarterback tiers, because Bryce Young should have never been going at pick 150 something.
No,
like ever.
He was running last year. He started being kind of a running quarterback going so late. Yeah.
And Canales had that team rolling at the end of the year. They almost they lost to some good teams, but they were in games. I know the Bucks probably have the best chance in that division, and I totally get it. I think the Panthers at their odds though of like plus 450 is like interesting. Just the way Canales had them playing towards the end of the year, even though their defense is bad. Like I don't think it's a terrible bet if you want to take like a long shot in that division. But that, you know, that's saying Bryce Young plays as good as he did in the second half of the year. But I do think him and Cam Ward shouldn't have been going in that 150s range, and I think people are starting to realize it and like start getting them a little earlier than ADP because of it.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah. Solid team, I think.
What's this year's Lions onslaught? Oh, the Lions onslaught stack. I don't know. The Bears. I'm kidding. It's Neil. It's the Vikings for sure.
Oh yeah, Vikings. Love me a Vikings onslaught.
It's definitely the Vikings for Neil. I honestly think that Carolina is going to be in a lot of shootouts. So I do think they're a good team that you're probably going to be able to have some massive weeks with. I don't know about onslaught though. Like that game was insane. Do you remember that game, Neil? Where they just scored like 500 touchdowns.
Was it with Buffalo? Lions and who?
Well, that was one. What about the one where it was like 55-17? Do you remember that game?
I don't. Yeah, I remember that it happened. I don't remember who they were playing though.
It wasn't a good team. It was a bad team, and they just throttled them. I don't know if it was the Dolphins, the Titans. Now Now I gotta look
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
Steve says Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville in part because they play the Colts in Week 17. I think that could be a really
That's
fun
a
one.
good one. That's a good one. I like that one.
You looked that up. I'll read off Spates' team while you look that up.
Yeah, look that
He got
up.
your guy, Caleb Williams, James Cook, Isaiah Pacheco,
Sharp.
Nico Collins, Puka Nakua, Tyreek Hill, Colston Loveland, Devontae Smith, Caleb Johnson, Jordan Addison, JJ McCarthy, Tank Bigsby, Cedric Tillman, Tua Tagovailoa, Woody Marks, Wandell Robinson, Jatavion Sanders, Justice Hill, Theo Johnson, and Noah Gray. So he pandered to both of us a little bit because he got my Viking stack, he got your Bears stack on the same team. No, it's a solid team. Didn't see where the value
I
was.
like when they pander to both me and you at the same
Yeah, it's
time. I
great.
like that on a team.
Well done.
I will say, by the way, the game I was thinking about was Tennessee, but
Okay.
they had two games actually, Neil, like this, where they dropped 52. And that's not even the Buffalo game where they also smashed and dropped 42 in a loss. But it was Jacksonville and Tennessee were the two games. The one I was thinking of though was the Tennessee game where it was 52-14, and they I think they rushed for like a crap ton of touchdowns because Jared Goff threw for like 3, but he only had 85 yards. But it was like Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporte, like they had some weird guys crush. And then the Jacksonville game, they smashed too. So there was multiple games somehow that I was thinking of in my head. Apparently, Lions were just so good last year offensively. Come on, Ben Johnson, give me like a quarter of the Lions offense in Chicago, and I will be so pumped if I get like a quarter of that style with Caleb Williams. But
yeah, good luck. Best of luck to you. I mean, if the Bears can turn into the Lions, obviously
that's
for
most
you.
people's reaction when I say something like that too. They're like,
I mean,
"Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Good luck. We'll shake hands." Yeah.
We'll see you at the end of the year, buddy, when you're 7-9 or whatever, and you're pissed off because Caleb stinks or whatever it is. So 7-10, whatever it is now, 7-10. But all right, Neil, appreciate you coming on. And anyone else you wanted to get to?
Just I want to read off Wade's because he asked for it. So can we do one more? Okay. It's a 3-6-9-2. Brian Thomas, Drake London, George Kittle, Tetaroa McMillan, Ricky Pearsall, Tony Pollard, Jordan Mason, Jawan Jennings, Brock Purdy, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Michael Penix, Trevor Lawrence, Dylan Sampson, Brenton Strange, De'Ami Brown, Alec Pierce, DJ Giddens, Ray McLeod, Jarquez Hunter, and Parker Washington is the final. I have not taken a single Parker Washington share, I think, as far as I know, but it's kind of a fun backstack.
If you like the Jags, Neil, I think you should take some Parker Washington because he's solid, and they've said some good things about him. And Travis Hunter, like you never know who goes down in the season, anyways. Like if Travis Hunter does get banged up, he slides right into a role, like a pretty decent role too, honestly. So, not consistent guy, but I do think a guy that could work his way into some decent playing time, depending on the season, what happens. So
I think it's a nice looking team. Yeah, I think the team is solid overall. I mean, top 2 running backs. I'm a sucker for both Pollard and Mason. Takes Bill at 109 earlier than I like him, but a lot of people will take him earlier than that. Dylan Sampson at 156 feels really good to me. I think he did well.
Yeah, I like it. I am a Bears defender. I wouldn't call myself a fan. I'm a defender of the Bears this year. I'm a fantasy fan of the Bears this year. I can be an honorary Bears fan for this year. Totally cool with that. I'm totally on board with being an honorary Bears fan for the year. So that's how I categorize myself though for you out there. But Neil, appreciate you coming on, guys. If you haven't checked out Neil's channel, check out the Flannelverse, Neil Wolfley's channel over there on YouTube. Smash the like button for both of us. Subscribe to both the channels so you get notified every time we go live. I will be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, breaking down the MMA slate for those playing MMA. I guarantee you Neil will be back tomorrow, probably around 3 or 4,
3
drafting,
Eastern.
and I will jump in the chat at some point and harass him for a minute or 2 or
Sounds
10.
good.
I don't know. So it will be fun. So check out Neil's channel and get over there, draft with him as well. Neil, appreciate you coming on. And hopefully we can do it one more time before the season ends. Hopefully we can get one more, whether it's this channel, your channel, doesn't matter to me. We'll make it happen. So guys, appreciate you watching, and good luck in your DraftKings best ball contest. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. We're out.